he was me, he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit, as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get 100+ million for it,
right?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? What's going on with the family on this good Wednesday? And we back to build on this good boxing and give it its just due, how only we could do. How y'all feeling today, man? Y'all know if you catch this on the playback, make sure you smashing the like button. Make sure your notifications on. Make sure you sub to the channel. And make sure you come say what's up to the dopest chat on the tube, man. What's good with y'all today, man? CJ, what's good with it, my guy? How you feeling? Yes, sir. Smash the like button for the free 99 and my big homies in the building. Hardcore boxing news. What's good with it, Jay? Ace, all love, family. Deep Free, what it do? Why you in black, Deep Free? What's good with it, Lonnie Lee, my guy? What's going on with it, bro? Good to see the fam in the building, man. We just gonna build a little bit, man. You know, we got to talk about it. You know, Mike Mazak, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? What's going on with y'all today, man? How y'all feeling on this good Wednesday, man? It's a good day outside. The boys are chirping. The voice is on. 4 o'clock is underway, and we gonna build on this good boxing, man. You know, I gotta talk about this card October 12th. There's been a lot of different takeaways, and we got a little update. That this fight is actually gonna make it to pay-per-view. So I think if you Shakur Stevenson, I think if you a guy that, you know, you spent your whole career being promoted by Top Rank, then being built, you know, you took advantage of every opportunity they presented to you. You had 22 fights over there. You get what I'm saying? We know the talk all along was, Mark West, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? We knew the talk all along was, you know, if you stay over there with Bob Arum, you will never get the biggest fights. He always gonna hold you back. You know, he only could build you but so far. You know, he don't build superstars. He don't promote X, Y, and Z, right? Right? This is the consensus. You literally see from, you could rewind all the way to Floyd Mayweather when Floyd had his issues and had to get up out of there, right? So my point in saying all that is, you've seen fighters throughout the years have discrepancies over there at top rank. Shakur wouldn't be the first guy. He ain't going to be the last guy. You get what I'm saying? You've seen one as recently as Bud Crawford have to take this guy to court. You get what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of people paid attention to that. But they sure enough paid attention to negotiations and how they felt like Bud moved, right? They had a lot of criticism for that. But nobody paid attention that he ended up taking this guy to court and what he took him to court for. See what I sent you on Facebook? Nah, I ain't catching Millen Films with my guy. What's good with it, bro? Nah, I didn't see it. I got you, but what's good with it, Ace? So, but like I said, you've seen all these different people have issue with him, right? Throughout the years. So you've heard people say, you know, like I said, you don't build superstars, right? So you would think when it's time for a young fighter such as Shakur to you know, to kind of weigh his options, go elsewhere, right? You know, play the free agency for a little bit, see what's out there for him, right? You would think that would be applauded, but or at least respected, right? At least at the bare minimum, right? He getting out from under a guy that people feel like ultimately is going to end up holding him back, is going to be the reason that he don't get X, Y, and Z fights, right? He'd never be a superstar there. So I think when he decided to leave, you know, man, I gotta commend him. Like he's been there his whole career. You know what I'm saying? So he tried his hand elsewhere. And I think it's, you know, when seeing the way that he left out of Top Rank, right? You see you know, he had an off night against De Los Santos. He had a much better night against Artem. But, you know, it was a lot of riffraff on the way out, you know, from them highlighting people getting up to lead a fight, all that stuff, right? Devaluing the man on the way out, putting, you know, slicing the tickets in half in terms of how many you got on sale. They did a bunch, right? So you would think that a guy like that would want to at least try his hand somewhere else. And that's what he did. And we hear all this talk about, you know, market value and how his market value taking a hit, how, you know, he don't sell this, he don't sell that, you know. I don't know where he's gonna get the opportunities at, you know. Nobody's gonna be willing to pay him what Bob was paying him. He should have stayed there and took the fights and took the deal and X, Y, and Z. Market value, blah, blah, blah. We've been hearing this garbage for quite some time. Get what I'm saying? But like I said before, when it comes to him, people don't do their homework. They're emotional when they speak about Core. You know what I'm saying? Whatever reason, they're emotional. But you know, looking at it, turns out that this kid had more options than what people thought he did. Seemed like there was somebody willing to pay him this money that y'all said Bob Arum would only pay him, right? So you fast forward to today, with all this market value talk, with all this, it's a bad look. He ain't having good performances, this and blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? You got a guy in Eddie Hearn that's interested. You got a guy in Turkey Al-Sheikh that's interested. Sound like opportunities to me. And as soon as he took his opportunity, you seen all the different narratives come from it. But I'm here to say I ain't letting people move the goalposts. You know what I'm saying? They say he ain't had no opportunities. They said he should have stayed over there in Top Rank. You get what I'm saying? He should have took the deal. He should have took them fights. Well, if with these reports is accurate, and I'll take Tim Bradley as a guy that if he's gonna speak on something, he's gonna be pretty accurate. You know what I mean? In terms of purses and money, right? So with all that being said, with all the hoopla about how he looked in his last couple fights and how, you know, he don't sell and make money this and nobody's gonna want to pay him and he should have stayed put. Now he's in a situation where you telling me this guy that don't sell from Newark, New Jersey is going to be on pay-per-view, his first pay-per-view some type of way in front of a different audience with an opportunity to, you know, grow his profile outside of the opponent. Like I said, it's more than one way to grow a profile. You know, of course, a good name will always do that, right? A good name on your resume will always do that for you. But that's why I say it's more than just the name. It's the opportunity. And if you're paying attention, not only do this dude got an opportunity to stay active how he wanted to, gets an opportunity to make money, right? To make money. And it's being reported that he'll be getting a $5 million guarantee. Sound like his value was doing just fine. Sound like the opportunities for him are just fine. You get what I'm saying? I think it was a lot of BS being put into that. But like I said, if Tim Bradley is reporting this with accuracy, and I doubt that he'll just come out and, you know, just yell out anything, this is a good look. So maybe the opponent might not satisfy the people, but in terms of the fighter, it's an opportunity for him to stay active, to get paid, to fight in front of a different audience. Now you got an opportunity to fight on pay-per-view with the reports of a $5 million guarantee, with the ability or the possibility to make money on the back end because it's a pay-per-view fight. I think that your options are looking very good. You get what I'm saying? I think your options looking very good, bro. Shout out to Mark West, man, my guy, Mike Mazak. Shout out to the big homie, Jay. Thrill Hill, what it do, my guy? Yeah, I thought it was totally outclassed. It was a good fight to me. You know what I mean? The entertainment stuff, they could argue about that all day, but we got to, were you jumping out of your seat? Probably not, right? But that doesn't make it a bad fight. That's not a bad performance. People don't know how to separate what they feel like maybe wasn't the most entertaining to you than something that's bad, right? So that I ain't letting nobody push that. That's not a bad performance. He thoroughly outclassed him, like you said. Didn't struggle, made it look relatively easy. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's why people expected even more, because at one point he just made it look so easy. You like, man, you could stop this guy. And I get it. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody calling it fair. Tony said, yo, today's my birthday. Is it really? Shout out to my guy, Tony, man. Happy born day, man. Happy born day to my guy. Tony.
Go, shawty, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We gonna sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fucking at the birthday.
That's for you, Tony. That's for my boy. You know what I mean? Let them sing it. Mike Biggs Boxing, my guy, my bro, what's good with it? LaMarcus, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? You know what I mean? Kirk Douglas, what it do? Old school, what's good with it, family? Irvin Mack, my guy. You know what I'm saying? 5 mil is crazy. I thought they'd been fight on pay-per-view. Not for Shakur though. You know what I mean? The way they positioned it, well, they made it like they're going to be the last card on the DAZN portion, and then they switch over. I believe, if I got it correct, they switch over to the ESPN portion. So it kind of almost sets him up to look like it's still a main event fight. So that's the talk. You get what I'm saying? IB, my guy, what's good with it, bro? Shout out to my bro IB, man. What's good with it? 5 mil for a showcase fight. Don was good. I don't like the fight, but hey, get your bag. Yeah, you damn sure right. You better get your bag. And look, I'm not tripping on the fight because I do my homework. I'm not tripping on the fight. I be wanting to talk to the people, right? I really be wanting to talk to the people. I want to know what makes this fight a bad fight with Joe Cordina. I want to know. You know what I'm saying? I want to know from the people what makes this a bad fight. The opportunity to set up, like I said, coming out of a knockout loss, I get that. But did anybody even see the Joe Cordina fight that he lost? I want to know. Did people see that fight? Did they really see that fight? You get what I'm saying? Did they really see it? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's for my guy. You get what I'm saying? Kurt said, how many times you watch that fight? Watch what fight? Real Prison Talk with Tommy. What's good with it? What's good with it, bro? Cal Cooler, bless his family. How you feeling? What happened in the fight, Don? He got stopped, but do you know what else happened in the fight? Do you know what led to him being stopped? Or did he just get stopped because he got outclassed? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. I want to see, because I want to see what's all the complaining about, man. Hey, look, that man said he wanted to stay active. That man said he was going to chase him a bag in the meantime. And that's what he did. Cordina was winning until he got hit out the break. My guy, Don. That's my guy right there. Remember that illegal hit he got hit with right, Don? The joint after the bell? Shout out to L-Dub. He had brought that to my attention, but, you know, I had to go do my homework, man. Yeah, the shot after the bell, and he never recovered from it. Never recovered from it, and that's how he got stopped. That's how he got stopped. Yeah, then he got caught D-free, got caught. Remember the shot after the bell? Remember the illegal shot that he got hit with? You know what I mean? That he ain't recover from. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, I'm here to. I got a slight change of heart. You know what I mean? I don't think this is a bad fight because I don't think Cordina is a bad fighter. Do I think they could do better? I mean, under the circumstances, no. Oh, for the overall picture, right? If they had just all options on the table, is there better options? Of course, but I think if you're just looking at the landscape and what they were able to work with, and again, with one guy pushing the fight back and this guy essentially being somewhat of a stay busy fight, no disrespect to him, that's just what it is. And if you getting a $5 million guarantee, man, sound like your options are doing just well. Sound like your market value is doing just fine. They mad as hell about that. They're like, see, I knew he ducked him for the bag. They pissed off about that. Let's talk fashion. Remo in the building. What's good with it, Brody? He said, Justice, Showbiz take on Shakur and Tank fight yesterday. Is it cap or facts? I really don't know because Showbiz be two-faced. Look, I'm going to tell you this, Ace, because y'all know I don't lie to nobody, right? I don't lie to nobody. I hate the fight. Yeah, but look at it. Look at it this way, though, Don. Is he really undeserving? Because had he not got that shot in the back of the head in the illegal shot, you get what I'm saying? We having a different conversation probably. You get what I'm saying? So it's tough. And we was having this conversation the other day. Maybe Eddie Hearn owed him one. You get what I'm saying? For taking that fight because he didn't have to take that fight again. He didn't have to stay put at 130 and take that additional fight. It's kind of the same thing with Ray Ford, right? So again, it's tough to kick a guy all the way to the back of the bus, right? After working your way all the way up. And then you had one hiccup. Now you got to go all the way back to the beginning, right? So I get it, but I think as a feeling, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Go beat his ass and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Go beat him up. And I'm gonna play this clip, yo. I'm gonna play this clip as to why I don't have problems with fighters getting their money, right? People seem to be mad at Bud Crawford because he talking about a Canelo Alvarez fight, talking about he just chasing the bag, he just want to get paid. You should want to get paid. You should want to get paid. You get what I'm saying? You should definitely want to get paid. Its opponents sometimes think these guys, because maybe most of these guys are fighting the same style throughout the development. They don't really fight a ton of boxers. That's to take that. You got to take it, Irvin. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's opportunity, bro. That's the opportunity. No, he said, I don't know, but that's why people don't care about him. Oh man, Cord fights whoever he wants, you like it or not. If he that's not true though, Kurt. If he was fighting whoever he want, he would have fought Frank Martin when they was in negotiations to fight. If he fought whoever he want, he would have been got the Lomachenko fight out the way. Get what I'm saying? So he definitely don't fight who he want. He fight who says yes to him. If we being all the way 100 and we got the track record to back it up. When is he the guy that's saying no to fights? And I'm talking about real fights, them being on the table and negotiating. When is he walking away from negotiations? When is he saying no to, better, more quality guys and then going fighting the lesser guy? It's usually the other way around. People are saying no to him. So I don't think Shakur fight who he wants. I think he fights who says yes to him. I think he takes the opportunities that are presented to him. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I got the track record to back it up. A number of guys had opportunity to fight him. We even seen the WBC order a fight, and dudes had no interest in fighting them. And again, I'm going to keep fighting a good fight. It don't have nothing to do with the fighter. I would do this for any fighter. How do we highlight and complain so much about who a fighter fights without highlighting the number of guys that's saying no? And then this is who he's left to fight with. Put it in his proper context, because without it, it just sounds like you saying he's just picking lesser guys when that's not the reality. The reality is, whenever the fans say it's somebody that will give him a challenge, he's been in position to fight a number of these different guys, and they all found one reason or another not to fight him. It has never been him. Never. Outside of that Devin Haney clown show situation, nobody can ever say that. Even then, he didn't turn down the fight. He just didn't accept the first thing thrown at him. So he doesn't have a track record of turning down smoke, but people have a track record of turning him down. And then we complain about who he fight without putting it in his proper context. So I'm going to always put it in his proper context. And somebody tell me when I'm sitting up here telling a lie. You can't keep complaining about who somebody fighting without it's. And then most times people are just complaining for the sake of complaining. It ain't like you got a better option. Everybody is naming names, but none of those names are realistic. You got guys that are being named that have turned them down already. It's ridiculous. It's redundant. So I think the man fights who he's able to fight and who says yes to him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now they can shit. People could be mad all they want. I just say put it in its proper context. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling nobody how to feel about it. You know what I mean? I ain't telling nobody how to feel about it. Keller was good with it. Teach, my guy, said his promoters got to pay people. Shit, what people? What fight of his ain't get made because somebody ain't get paid? What fight? That's not why fights ain't being made with him. So, but you're right, promoters do got to pay people, but that wouldn't fall on him. That wouldn't fall on him. But nobody could say that they dudes ain't getting paid. Like I said, it was being reported that if Loma would have said yeah to that the fight for that title, he would have been on record for making his highest payday and the chance to compete for another title coming off a loss. And he still said no. And they got the same promoter. They had the same promoter anyway. Rude, what's good with it, my guy? So I get you, but I'm just going to keep putting things in its proper context while people ignore things conveniently to make arguments just to have complaints. We're going to put it in its proper context. The reason, and listen, just to move let me shift attention from Shakur. Let me use somebody like Boots, right? Let me use somebody like a Jerron Ennis and a Deontay Wilder, right? You got them people. You got people that still to this day they'll say, "Well, all he did was beat up an old Luis Ortiz or get beat up by Fury or whatever crap, get knocked out, this and that. He ain't fight nobody." My comment to those people or my question to those people is, who is it that he's turning down? And it's the same thing with Boots. Like, people will complain about who he fighting, but he literally only can do what a fighter can do. He only can fight who says yes, who signs on the dotted line, but we'll conveniently leave that out and complain about who he's fighting. You get what I'm saying? And that's just what people do. So you got to put it in its context. I could see if there were guys that were pricing themselves out of fights and being hard to deal with, being difficult when it's time to negotiate and causing a rift, then I get it. But that's not the case. Dudes are straight up saying no, and then guys are left to fight who's left. You get what I'm saying? That's all. That's how I see it anyway, for me. You know, you might see it different. That's how I see it. Dragon Assassin Official. What's good, my guy? What he fighting makes us better, makes us boxing fans. Nah, but see, the complaining, I don't think complaining is the way to go about it, Kurt. And it depends. Maybe for you, complaining ain't it. We do too much complaining. Like, and we complain without context. Like I said, like if we gonna complain about something, like what the issue I have with so much complaining about boxing in general is you'll complain about, like I said, who a guy is fighting more so. You'll have more energy for that situation than the guy that are straight up saying no or not right now, which is leading him to have to fight these other guys. Dudes got to continue their careers. You can't make nobody get in the ring with you. The promoters can't even make dudes get in the ring. You get what I'm saying? So these guys got to want to fight, and I can't keep it conveniently ignoring that to try to shit on the resume of a fighter. You get what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it who somebody is fighting. If every time it come time to step up, he's saying yeah, and these guys saying everything but let's fight, that ain't his fault. That's not on him. You get what I'm saying? We said this way back after Loma Duck and Core and Tank fights. Yeah, talk started. It don't matter who they fought next shot, it was going to be a problem because it ain't them fighting. And I think Cal, I think the issue is people feel like they were up next for each other, and that never was the case. And if everybody would just understand that as a unit collectively, then maybe they could make more peace with what's going on right now. I'm not saying they're going to be fully satisfied because we deserve nothing but the best, right? And I'm on board with everybody with that. But if people just realize that never was next, then they'll make better peace with the situation, right? People had their mouths wet or have themselves excited for something that just wasn't coming. You know what I'm saying? And he specifically said that's why they're working as a team. If he can do the negotiations, the core team can speak to them directly. Yeah, he said he'd be hands off for that fight. That's why I think he was instructed not to even try to make the fight because of their history, to be honest. Teach. So if they kind of, at odds with each other, they don't see eye to eye. People feel like from the outside looking in, Tank don't want to do no business with Eddie. But again, Teach, that's why the fight is only the deal for right now is only a 2-fight deal. Now from there, we'll have to see where it goes. But for right now, like I said, 2 fights doesn't take him out of contention to fight Tank. People are just being impatient and they're being fans. Some of it I can't blame people because everybody ain't gonna follow the details or the paper trail, but people are looking for something to complain about. The fact of the matter, that fight was never even next. Matter of fact, I'll go a step further, and I don't even be wanting to run my mouth, but let me say this. I was on the phone, and I got it directly from as closest to the sources you're gonna get that fight is not on the table for him. And that's exactly why he's staying busy in the meantime. That's exactly why he signed on for just 2 fights. So that's the early part of next year. People got their minds like misconstrued. A 2 fight is perfect. It's a perfect situation. It's early. If you can secure that deal, you do it. But in the meantime, you know what I'm saying? You still have that other fight on the back end, and you don't have to worry about you being in a long-term situation where it can't be made. It's simple. Now, I mean, I heard it directly from the source, bro. Directly. I'm on the phone listening to him say that was, I don't even know what people are talking about. He was clueless to what people are talking about, deals being offered and turned down. None of that shit happened. People just created that. And that's why I tell you, man, it pays to have decent connections in this boxing game and have people that'll really give you the right information. That's all I'm here for, bro, to give y'all the right information. So y'all take that for what it was. That's directly from the source. There was never an offer of any sort for that fight to be made at all. Not a low ball offer, not a super high, not a career high pick, nothing. They never got there. It never happened. I'm gonna believe that because it ain't no way in hell somebody from that side is just gonna lie about something. They gonna got any reason to lie like that. There's no reason whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Claymore Rain, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling, bro? See past them, yeah. That's all. That's all it is. That's all it is. I get it. They like K Causey, what it do, my guy? They like, yo, they finally available now. Loma said no, the payday is out. Nah. Negotiations, they didn't move on. They didn't move on from what I heard. They still over there. You still might see a Tank and Loma, bro. You still might see that. Still a chance you still see that. Don't mess with Texas, my guy. What's good with it? I only do 3 pay-per-view max a year. This ain't gonna be one of them, I'll teach. BJ33, what's good with it, fam? Perfect and quick, and Shakur has 2 dominant, both of them. Yeah, gotta beat their asses, man. Gotta beat ass. You know what I'm saying? K Causey, just do what you do. Most importantly, win, but you want to win impressively because you want to kind of silence some of the background noise, silence some of the chatter, right? So yeah, you want to win and win impressively. Facts, K. I'm with you. Some creators have 1,000 reasons as to why I shouldn't believe Shakur because he's a liar. And I get it, right? Because they hang on to everything he say, Claymore. And if you somebody that hang on to everything he say, you're going to approach it probably that way. Like, I don't believe him. But like I said, it ain't just him. If you pay attention, both fighters, when spoke about fighting each other, called Cap, it was never anything else said anything from that moment. You get what I'm saying about that fight happening? That is just something people manifested because they were eager for news and they basically created. I'm watching people create it. These dudes ain't sitting up lying. That conversation and never make it publicly. And that's why I said I wasn't even going to speak on it. That's why I ain't going to say who I spoke to. Just know it's from over that side. None of that shit happened, bro. You think, and if you know me, you know I ain't never told you no lie. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, it was almost like blown away that somebody even think that happened, because it's like, where in his mind, he like, where you could point to me one place where you could say that an offer been sent. Anywhere. The team ain't even saying that. They're quiet. They're even more quiet now because they handling business. People are just creating narratives. That shit is wild to me. So I'm going to believe what the source told me. Troy was good with it. GM was good, fam. How you feeling? I'm going to believe the source. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But the bigger picture too, though, man, is, you know, his market value not take the kind of hit that people thought, right? I just like to build on boxing, right? I like to point out what's right with it. We know what's wrong with it because we hear it all day. But when we hear, I want to speak about what's right. So all I'm saying is, you see a guy that gave Top Rank 22 fights. They kind of try to devalue him on the way out. It's business, right? It's not even to be taken personal. Bob Arum is on record saying he'll be willing to work with him again, X, Y, and Z. But in the meantime, I think it made sense for him to try his hand elsewhere and see what opportunities was out there for him. And so far, this is what they came up with. Like, I'm not jumping out of my seat about Cordina, but I ain't flipping the table over either, right? I mean, I'm cool. It is what it is. It's a fight. And it's a former champion, and he got to approach it like that. Simple and plain. You overlook this guy and treat him like what people think he is because he lost once, then you fuck around and slip up. So handle this fight. It's a title defense. It's a bag. I hope that Tim Bradley reported accurately, and it is a $5 million that you getting good. Make your bread. Sound like people interested in you. Sound like you got opportunities and options waiting for you, man. You just got to play your cards right. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like he's in a position where it's all about the decisions that he make moving forward, right? You know what I mean? Oh, no. For sure, Kurt. We on point. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. But for me, I just want to point out to people, let's elevate the conversation past just complaining, and let's have the conversation about why shit is the way it is, or how something came to be, instead of just I hate that, I don't like it, it's trash. It's just that's a short conversation. You know what I'm saying? But when you put things in its proper context and go in depth with it, it's just a better conversation, right? Yeah, a lot of people know that he's fighting a guy coming off a knockout loss, but a lot of people didn't see that fight. I ain't saying nobody in here, but a lot of people didn't see that fight. They just seen highlights. They don't know the dude took the illegal hit and knocked his equilibrium pretty much off, never recovered. Then he suffered, still made it through 8 rounds, you know what I'm saying? But he got stopped nonetheless. If you look at it, he's an Eddie Hearn guy. He don't have a long list of lightweights to fill in while Zepeda getting his family time, man. You get what I'm saying? So it's more so a fill-in fight. It's simple. It's just something. It's simple replacement. Business-wise, it helps them salvage the date, makes it easy for the card to continue. They can get him active, get a fight under his belt, get him paid, keep him active. They can at least satisfy him from that standpoint. Now, this is the kicker. It's very key and very important for them to secure that Zepeda fight in February to make this all worth the while, in my opinion. If they can do that, then I think they find themselves in good graces with a guy like Shakur. All right, you was able to get me one of these fights that kind of avoided me for some time now. You get what I'm saying? And it'll make it all worth the while. I don't want to jump the gun and just try to peek into the future and say, you know what, they ain't gonna be able to get him that fight. We don't know that. What I do know is Oscar De La Hoya and Turkey is on board. Eddie Hearn is on board, right? That in turn should make Zepeda on board. They said he never fully said no. He just said right now. So this created this Joe Cordina situation. And all I'm saying is with him going with Eddie Hearn, somebody that actively was seeking him out. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying go to this platform, that platform. What if those platforms didn't have offers available for him and Eddie Hearn was the guy that did? And also speaking something that he liked to hear. So you get what I'm saying? So just let it happen. This move is not in no way, shape, or form in an attempt to get out of fighting your biggest fight of your career. That's stupid. But what it is doing is allowing him to make money, stay active, fight in front of a different crowd. It presents different opportunities for him because he knows full well that fight that people are clamoring for ain't coming right now. So what do I do in the meantime? I don't lock in for years on end. I take 2 fights that I could be done with by February, March. You get what I'm saying? Or first quarter or so of the next year. And I still got the rest of the year to facilitate that big fight if it's available for me. That's all. That's it. That's all. You get what I'm saying? And I can't wait till we get some news as to who Tank Davis is fighting. Shout out to him. He been very quiet, radio silent, man. I know he probably training, working. I keep hearing some mixed things. Like I said, I'm hearing that they kind of want to salvage that November date, still try to get him out there, but that probably would be difficult for them to get an opponent of the right substance at that time. So it's a chance that we could see him November. It's a chance that we could see him for the first part of next year, as I was hearing. So like I said, the energy never shifted completely away from Lomachenko. You get what I'm saying? I think that, like I said, that fight is still something that's trying to be put together. So, and even him, he never said no completely, right? He just said not right now. I'm not in the mood, right? So shit we don't like to hear, but at the end of the day, he still said he was going to fight him. So I think that's what a lot of people forgot about. And we impatient for a lot of reasons, right? You know, they bleed us out when it comes to making these fights. So when we see the opportunity, we want them to strike right now before anything presents itself, before anything pops up, and then all of a sudden we can't get a fight. Well, I'm here to tell y'all, I got it directly from the source, that there was no offer made for that fight for that young man. So that the way they're thinking is, until that is a thing, until the offer is made, his mission, his goal is to stay busy, and then also try to secure one of those fights that's been, you know, evading him, which would be a quality fight in as a Zepeda, right? So that's what his goal is, and the reason why it's 2 fights, so it doesn't take up the entire year or put him in a situation where you really can't make a fight. And these boxing circles are small. I'm pretty sure, if I'm hearing that they're still trying to revisit the Lomachenko fight and fight him for the first quarter of next year, I'm pretty sure they're hearing the same thing. So if you think about the timetable in which he's taking the 2 fights, everything go according to plan, Tank get the fight he want, that still leaves both of them young men available to make a fight with each other. People are just being impatient and drawing up a bunch of narratives that just don't exist. So I'm only here to give y'all the right information. If I ever be lied to or misspeak, I'm going to jump right on it and let y'all know. But I got that directly from the source, and hearing this phone conversation, that don't sound like he was lying about anything. He like, where the hell is people get? That's not on the table for us. So that's why he doing what he doing. He's staying busy. He getting a bag. If the reports are accurate with this $5 million guarantee, that he doing it right. Go get your money. Stay active. And you can't pick your opponents. You're gonna have to weather some storms. People gonna complain, but you can only fight, and this goes for any fighter in boxing. You can only fight the guys that say yes. We could complain till we blue in the face. We could say what's not a good fight, what's bad all day. I'm with y'all. I know what a bad fight is too. You get what I'm saying? But you can only fight who says yes. And I know on top of that, that has to do where you go. But like I said, with this being 2 fights, I think Cordina just got lucky. You know what I'm saying? Was Zepeda kind of making room for him? He got lucky. And I think Eddie Hearn doing his boy a solid. That's just my perspective. I think Eddie doing him a solid, giving him a fight. You stayed at 130 a fight too long for me. You got knocked out. Hey, man, Zepeda moved out the way. This created a perfect opportunity to slip his man in there. And that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Shakur going to face some criticism. It is what it is. Your goal is to go out there, prepare for him, beat his ass. He was a former world champion with some title defenses. He got more fights at 135 than you got. So take him very seriously, despite what anybody say. Show your class, show separation, beat his ass, and make sure they secure that Zepeda fight, and you'll be cooking. You get that out the way, you get past him successfully. Now you got the rest of the year to make any fight. You get what I'm saying? Now you have a opportunity to weigh your options again and see what decision you should make moving forward. Who's going to be able to put you in a position to get the ultimate fight that you know you want? And that's what I want to see him do. Stressed Out Boxing, what's good, my guy? Son of God, what's good with it? Lisa Smith, peace and blessing to the queen. How you feeling today? Planet 619, what it do, my guy? November 5th. Yeah, I keep hearing him throw that November date out there. Emmanuel, what it do, my guy? Tank fights Rayo. I'm not gonna like it. Yeah, I get it. I don't think he is, though. Maybe this will put your mind at ease too, Kurt. Especially not for November, Kurt. If that was to happen, that would definitely probably have to be something next year. And reason I say that, Robert Garcia, the trainer himself, said Rayo won't be ready by November. So that's definitely out. He was like, next year, yeah, but November, no. Samuel, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? inaccessible via social media and interviews. Catch-22. People want fighters talking, but twist up was being said. Yeah, less is best. Yeah, I think Tank got that approach, Cal. Tank mastered that approach. That less is more approach. He's mastered that. Core is a lot more vocal on social media. He got his reasons, right? Say people talk shit, he talk it back. That's his choice. I ain't knocking him for it, but I do like, all things was good with it, bro. I do appreciate the the less is more approach too. You know what I'm saying? It's valuable in times like this, and that's why I said if I was hearing any whispers from that side that they were being turned down, I think we would it would be different for me. We would know it. We wouldn't have to guess it. You get what I'm saying? And people talk to the coaches on a regular basis. They could easily ask, and he'll shoot that down too. You get what I'm saying? Because I know it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Tank versus Rayo. It's a great fight. It's not a bad fight, Don. It's not at all, though. I busy what it do, my guy. How you feeling? It's not a bad fight, but yeah, that fight wouldn't take place this year, though. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Robert Garcia. So, it's just one of those things you gotta wait and see. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he still found a way to get Loma ass in that ring. Antonio King, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button out for you, bro, man. We're going to keep cooking. Ant McQueen, the professor in the building. What's good with it, bro? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? He did. That's how I love that word. The layers, Ant layers is the perfect word. He definitely did show layers in his fight against Pitbull. And he did exactly what I said he could do. So I'm proud of Rayo, man. I'm proud of Rayo. I'm definitely a supporter of his for sure. He went out there and won that fight like a boss. He went out there and won that fight like a real boss, bro. Like a real boss. Just Coach Kenny started that rumor. I know, but you know what I've noticed though, bro. Like he trolls a lot, and I ain't making no excuses for him, right? He trolls. It's one of those things where you just gotta know, right? For instance, right, when he put the I'm training Devin and he getting stronger and stronger. We in our mind, we like Devin Haney. Is he trolling Haney? But then you see today he posted a fighter that Devin that he's talking about. It's a young boy that obviously name is Devin, right? So I ain't giving him no out, but I'm just being real. How I process it, I don't take nothing they say personal, because you know when they're being serious. For me, I know when he's being serious versus when he's joking. I know, like, we know for a fact that him and Loma was negotiating, Tank and Loma, right? That's not the case with Shakur. It's mad speculation. Why is it speculation? Because it's not a reality. And if it was, trust me, is the way they feel, they'd definitely be outing them right now, calling them all types of ducks. Trust me, they'd be doing it. But I think the reason why all of that has calmed down is because they securing his next fight for sure. You know what I'm saying? And there's no need to try to, confuse the people. You know what I mean? I think Coach Kenny genuinely be having fun with this, yo. And he a funny dude. You know what I'm saying? I be catching a post. He a funny dude. So I think he be trolling and people be taking it too serious. You know what I'm saying? Down on media, which is better. Yeah. Y'all lock in. Creole, the traveler, my guy. What's good with it, bro? Boxing was better and more fun. Talk, debate before social media. Way less narratives and lies. Yeah, I get that, Cal. That's why I always do my best, bro, for all y'all to put things in its proper perspective and context. You know what I'm saying? With no narratives, because don't nobody want to be lied to for 2-3 hours. Sometimes 4 over here. We be building. Omar Baranchi is next. Is my host for Tank. Yeah, a unification. Like I said, Don, I got a solid word that they trying to revisit that Loma fight. You know what I'm saying? So, to my knowledge, they never shifted gears and focus away from Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people felt like they shifted gears to core. That just wasn't the case. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that opportunity is there, but is that one that they were pursuing right now? And I'm just being fair to it, just to be fair to the situation. You've heard Leonard Ellerby say a number of times, you don't offer Tank anything. You don't say him nothing. He gonna fight you on his terms when he feel like it, when he pick you X, Y, and Z. We heard him say that. So I think they're just working out his next opponent. You know what I'm saying? I think if he do say, yo, I want that guy next, I think they'll get him for him. I do. Big Dre, what it do, my guy? Funny as hell, Shakur, my guy. Yeah, man, it's funny, yo. Yeah, man, it's funny, bro. They're funny together. They was funny together, and you can tell it's some type of mutual respect because they wouldn't be able to talk to each other. They laugh, and I appreciate Coach Kenny, Coach Calvin. They funny, man. Coach Kenny is a clown, yo. Like, and I mean that in a silly way. You know what I mean, he's a silly dude, bro. He be having fun with this shit, and he quiet when he quiet, but then when he joking, he joking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he do. That's what I'm saying, Don. That's why you gotta appreciate it. I separate the entertainment from what's real. You know what I'm saying? I know the real. You know what I mean? If they were being ducked right now by that guy, they'd be saying it, bro. They ain't gonna do that guy no favors, bro. They'd be on his ass. But again, man, I do like this report that Cool Core could be banking $5 million guaranteed to fight Cordina. I think that's good. I think that's a great opportunity for him. I think that's making the most out of your opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Getting paid. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick who you fight. You ain't never picked who you fight. You only could sign up for who signed up to fight you. That's exactly what he's doing. Shout out to Cordina for taking the fight. And you know, a lot of people are dissing Cordina and slighting him, and I get it. He got stopped. People like, man, he ain't that good. I get it, but I think he's a solid fighter, a good fighter. You know what I mean? Shakur's obviously going to show him the difference, I believe, but at least he said, yeah. You get what I'm saying, y'all? At least Joe Cordina said, yeah, when so many people said no. You get what I'm saying? So we seen it. We watch people make convenient excuses, go other places, fight other guys. Cordina says, it signed me up. Off a knockout loss. You get what I'm saying? A difficult style to deal with, like Shakur. He said, sign me up. So I'm just speaking about the flip side of it. After we done, you know, analyzing if we think this is a bad fight, good fight, bad fight, whatever. We don't care for the opponent. I get it. But I respect the opponent because at least he said, yeah. When I'm watching guys dip and dodge and not really be held accountable and he getting critiqued for who he fight as if he's saying no to people and then fighting lesser guys, right? So we seeing this happen. You know what I'm saying? We seeing this stuff. So at least Cordina was like, yo, sign me up, coach. You get what I'm saying? And he with his trainer, Ben Davison, I believe they got a great winning percentage with each other. So it's some things to look forward to, you know, some positives on Cordina's side for him, right? That don't mean he's going to win, right? But he at least putting himself in position to you know, to try to. And he was scheduled the day before. That I thought that was dope, Big Dre. I like to see it. I really do. Casanova was good with it. Shakur and Tank shouldn't be fighting each other. Tired of marriage. Oh, you said they should be? Yeah, I get it, but it's like, what could we do, Casanova? You know what I'm saying? What could we do? For me, why I'm not tripping, because it ain't over marinated. Get what I'm saying? We ain't in that territory where it's over marinated, where guys taking losses and not looking like they supposed to. That's not happening. So, you know what I mean? Guys are still young, undefeated, still at the top of their games. It's not over marinated. It's not to that point yet. So I'm personally going to be a bit more patient because I do believe they're working towards that. I do. They gotta make me out to be a truth teller by making this happen as soon as they can, though. You know what I'm saying? We're sooner than later. Y'all smash the like button for me, man. We're gonna keep chopping it up for a minute, man. Zach B was good with it, bro. That belt stays with Puyo, but if Dad wanted to challenge for it, champion and reset status will afford him an opportunity to challenge for it. Absolutely. So just shifting gears just a little bit. That Paro and Haney thing, why I put unification in the title just so everybody on point. I keep seeing it being spread around that it's a unification fight, but I can't find that information nowhere. So to my knowledge, it's not one. If that changes, I've been asking. So my guy told me he's going to try to ask Eddie Hearn himself straight up, is it a unification? Because I'll just say this. I'll explore this. If it is, then that removes him from the responsibility of having to adhere to that 10-pound rehydration rule, right? If it's a unification, that would be great for Devin Haney. But as it stands, like I said, I can't find no information unless I missed it, bro. Somebody else fill me in. Did y'all see anywhere where it said this fight was a unification? I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it. So he might have to deal with that IBF rehydration rule. I stay low key, was good with it. Just got to the weight class. This fight is right. I ain't trying to hear that after the first quarter next year. I think like I keep hearing people say the summer, Don. I keep hearing like the summer 2025. That wouldn't be bad. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be bad. But I'm with you. Let's not over marinate it, but I don't think it's to that point just yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's to that point. And I don't think the reason that the fight hasn't happened is because either side is ducking, right? That they haven't got to the point where any guy could say, yo, this dude really don't want to fight. Team Tank can't say that, and neither could Team Shakur. They can't say that the other guy don't want to fight. Second quarter, I'm good with that. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, Don? They got to deliver at some point, right? They got to strike while that iron hot. It can be a unification. Yeah, you don't. That's what I'm saying, Big Dre. I don't know why some people are calling it a unification. Like I said, I haven't seen one thing that tells me it's a unification, but with or without it, it's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Unification or not, it's a great fight. It's a risky fight for Dev coming back. It's a top guy. He's fighting a legit champion, an undefeated champion that don't know how to lose. He's riding a high. He's building momentum. He ain't took no 6 months off, coming off no tough loss and none of that. Get what I'm saying? He handled Matias fairly comfortably. You get what I'm saying? He handled him. He tamed the beast in Matias, man. So, Dre, what it do, my guy? Yeah, you already know, Andre. You know it. That's what your boy here for. I'm always here to get y'all the truth and nothing but the truth. And like I said, I got word directly from Team Core that they ain't getting no offers on the table for that fight right now. So nobody's ducking. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's ducking. I think people have plans, and I think Shakur is following the plan that was presented to him. Right, a 2-fight deal with Matchroom that would see him out of that deal very early for the early part of next year, right? Nothing locked in where he got to worry about somebody dangling fights over his head and them not giving them to him, right? Said that the other day, so I like it. Core, go get your money. Most importantly, stay focused. Make sure that situation is right for you. Do everything in your power with you and your team to make sure they secure the right fights for you moving forward, and it'll all will be good. You know what I mean? Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Keep winning. Keep it moving. Keep being impressive. All this, use these extra fights before you get the tank as an opportunity to sharpen up and be as sharp as you're going to be going into a fight like that, because you're going to need it. I hear people saying that shouldn't he be fighting people that were preparing for Tank? There's nobody that's going to prepare him for Tank. It's only one Tank Davis. There's no one fighter that will prepare him for what Tank Davis going to bring on fight night. That's one of those things where you just got to figure it out when you get in there respectfully. That dude is that serious, that dangerous to me. And Shakur, it presents, although different, but definitely a puzzle, a challenge to solve, right? And I don't think it's any one fighter that properly prepares you for him either. I think there's some people maybe you can get some qualities from, right? Certain looks, you can get some. You can probably get close, right? But I don't think you can find no duplicate or replicate. And that's what makes this fight unique. That's why I salute both of them. That's why I can't wait till they make it. And I hope when that opportunity truly is there on the table that both dudes, run at it full-fledged. You get what I'm saying? I rock with both. I support both, win, lose, or draw, even if it's against each other. But if you're going to lose against the absolute best. And that's what that fight represents. The best fighting the best, and everybody wins at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? You got two people that no one person could prepare either guy for. If you're being honest, it's just what it is. Even if you think one is more dangerous, that's cool. But they still got to figure it out. It's a very unique fight. You get what I'm saying? Two dudes at the top of their game, and both started at 126. Now they find themselves at 135, trying to figure out who the best guy is, and that's what we want. So I think these fights and this time that they're taking on their side is being spent wisely. We know what Shakur is doing, right? We don't fully know what Tank is doing, but when we know, pretty sure it's something that's going to make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with boxing fans, right? Lisa's so I'm still heard from Paro Matias fight. Yeah, man. I was surprised how he handled him at FBA. He said, well, since the fight currently scheduled in our imaginations, I'm going to say it's going for Undisputed and scheduled for 4 rounds. Oh, scheduled for 15 rounds. For Undisputed, I would love it. Yeah, I would love it. I mean, the opportunity is there at Dante's Boxing Talk. What's good, my guy? Who can work with him for Tank? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Absolutely he could. Yeah, he got some people that he can utilize to get some looks and try to prepare for sure. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, the test is going to be on fight night. And that's going to be for both of them, right? So it's going to be, damn, I thought I seen who Matisse is fighting. I'm not sure. I got to double check. Yeah, voice trailer when Gervonta. Oh yeah, decoding the styles. Yeah, I think I clipped that what you was talking about. I think I clipped it. I ain't posted though. I made it a short, like 40 seconds or something. I think it was what you was talking about. But yeah, man, like I said, man, that I think they working towards each other. But yeah, Haney and Paro, although a very good fight, very risky fight for young Dev Haney. I ain't heard nothing about a unification, yo. I ain't hear nothing about it. But I'm gonna do that Dragon. I gotta remember that. Where the Tank Debo clip at? Oh, I tell you what's good. Tank Debo. Do I still got that in here? Let me see. Let me see. I gotta see. I gotta double check and see if I still have it in here. I might not have it.
Haney got absolutely destroyed.
That's something else. I might have took it out to make space. I'm not for sure. Oh, hold on.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Red? Thanks for the bite. What you got on my 40, homie?
I thought you had $200.
I do. But I won't spend Red's money. I'm broke.
I want to spend Red's money. I'm broke. I'm broke. My bad, Tay. That's what you was asking about. I got you. You know the clip king be on it. I thought I had removed it out of there though. I be my section be full. I be having to delete stuff out of there to make space. But man, let's get back to it, man. The internet, Motown 909s, what's good, fam? The internet is undefeated, y'all. Internet is crazy.
You good, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Hey, you want to play that shit? Come on, bro. What's up? What's up? What's good? You want this shit? Stop on me, boy. Keep sleeping on me, boy. Keep sleeping on me, boy.
The internet is foul. Mr. Empire, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? That's how it be. They broke out, had a fight, a melee right now. Man. Bama G's, that's how Shakur came to 135-pound division. He came through. We came through swinging. But look, man, he got an opportunity October 12th, man. Look, and nobody's seen fool ass Earth, man. Nobody's seen his opportunity coming for him, but it manifested, it presented itself. Now all he got to do as a fighter is go. Ice cream truck is classic. All you gotta do is make the most of it. You know what I mean? Tim Bradley out here already reporting your bag, so you know the jig is up. You know what I mean? People know you getting paid. I mean, your bag secure. You could go on training camp, hit the ground running, man. You know, go out there, be great. That's what I want to see from him. You know what I'm saying? Secure the bag and the win and the bag. Is this what I was looking for? I think so. Secure the win and the bag. Y'all hit the like button for me. was good forever, G's. Man. Come on, bro. Okay, I got it. Man. I'm back. My bad. I was pulling something up. So, cross, man. I feel like that would happen if they was all in the same room. Melee. You know what cures all animosity? A good fight cures all animosity, bro. If you mad, if you feeling some type of way, get in the ring, bro. That's the good thing about boxing, especially when you're in the same weight class, man. You can always go prove it in the ring where it really matters. Man. I think Rolly low-key like them dudes, man. You know what I mean? Rolly low-key admire them. But look, man, I was on Twitter. I seen this a while ago because this was back in August when I initially seen it. But I seen Rayo respond to this more recently. And it just brings me to the point, back to that point where people was talking about Shakur market and his options and things like that. You got a guy in Rayo talking about fighting him, and he just became champion at 140. Not saying that he'd just jump up there and fight him, but the thought of this fight, man, I ain't gonna lie, it'd be a good fight. Rayo watched a lot of Shakur coming up, so he said he always wanted to fight him and Tank. And I tell you what, I think he'd get a boxing lesson. The same kind of lesson he gave Pitbull, he'd get one from Shakur, I think. I mean, future fight for sure. Now, I mean, at 140, if Rayo is up there, why not? I think that'd be a good fight for them. It'd be a good fight to see. I mean, I like to see them mix it up, man. I think Rayo is a little underrated, man. I think when you lose in today's boxing, people just write you off completely. But I think what he showed, man, and he had a loss against Cobra that he probably shouldn't have lost. Since then, it's been looking good ever since he sparked Cobra. Ever since he knocked Cobra out and beat up Pitbull, life is good for Rayo. I think he will. I think Shakur beat him too. Again, it's a style thing, and he don't bring like no crazy pressure. He do got good punching power and he can box, but I do think he can get outboxed. Right, I've seen him get outboxed, and I think Core is a lot more disciplined and sharper than Cobra, and he'll be able to emulate the things Cobra did against him in that first fight, but just at a higher level and with more consistency, I think, without getting hit. So it'd be a tough fight for him, but it's not one that I would be against seeing. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop throwing guys away after one loss, man. If he'd have threw himself away after one loss, he wouldn't be a world champion right now. And then look at it, he could have folded under pressure. A lot of people had him losing. A lot of people thought he was gonna get knocked out. They kept picking Pitbull for the knockout. Pitbull went out there and looked exactly how I thought he would look, one-dimensional, and couldn't do nothing with him. Nothing whatsoever. He couldn't do a damn thing with him. So, Rolly ride different bros from those guys. Big Rolo the Dawn. Not Big Rolo the Dawn, man. He got Rolly got a fight coming up that it's a must win, I think, for him before he just really be some type of gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? He in that category right now. He in that range where he at risk of being a gatekeeper with another loss. Shakur actually a good fight. Yeah, it is a good fight. It is a good fight. It's one that I definitely watch. Like I said, Rayo showed layers, versatility in that last win. Now, again, it was against Pitbull. So it was easy for him to display that set of skills against a guy as limited as Pitbull, but that's on Pitbull, not him. So I think think this would be think this would be a good one. Everything by John was good with it. Exactly. If he gave up on himself after one loss, then he would never been a world champion. Yeah, man. That's how they got to do it. But you know what? I blame it on the fans, bro. Because hey, look, everybody ain't built for that criticism, right? That slander. Everybody can't do it. What's that? What's that, Creole? Which one? Which one you talking about? Nah, R Breezy was good with it. Nah. So again, let me clear this up. I see people reporting it as a unification, but I did my research. I haven't seen anything that says it is. You know what I'm saying? If it is, then that would be good news for Devin Haney, obviously, but I don't think it is. I haven't seen it. My guy told me he's gonna try to ask Eddie Hearn directly if he can. So because he said he hasn't heard anything either. So if it did, then that'd be good for him because he wouldn't have to worry about the 10-pound rehydration limit with the IBF. But I don't think this is a unification. And like you said, he's champion in recess. That will put him right in line to challenge for the title. But he ain't gonna be able to have no unification fight being the champion in recess. You get what I'm saying? He'll have a belt. So he's just gonna have to fight for that IBF strap under them rules. And I respect the hell out of it because they threw me off. Somebody said top 15 opponent. I'm thinking top 15. I'm looking at other guys. And lo and behold, this dude fighting a champion. So that's way better that this dude ain't no top 15. You fighting a champion. That's better. That's even better. You know what I'm saying? Behind the Hands TV, my bro was good with Rolly lose. He wouldn't be a gatekeeper. He wouldn't be the troll. He would be the troll under the bridge. 619 Cali Factor was good with it, bro. Zach B was good. We put everyone's down, but at least they don't drop their fighters at their loss. That's what I'm saying, Barrett. We hate on our own fighters. We have the best in the world. We call them bums and thugs. Talk to them, Zach B. That's why over here on this channel, bro, I try to do my best and never use the B word. I don't call the fighters bums, right? And I try to build up boxing instead of tearing it down. We gotta support the fighters at the losses. We go crazy on them. All we do is talk about, you know what I mean? You already know, Zach, the good fight, bro. Yeah, it's you get me. You with me, bro. Fight that good fight, bro. We really love it. That's why I speak the way I do about it. I be having fun with it, enjoying it. People be mad at everything. I'm like, man, this supposed to be good entertainment for us. And a lot of times it is if people just allow it to be. You know what I mean? Shout out to Zach B. Fate, my bro. Mr. Empire said, what are your thoughts on Boots versus Brian Norman Jr.? You think it's too early? Let's talk about it, man. We here. We could build. That's what we here for. Do I think it's too early? No. Aisha, blessings to the queen. How you feeling today? Ashley's Corner. What's good, Cuzzo? How you feeling? You thought Canelo's statement, and then I just said, oh, nah, I'm going to check it, though. But my thoughts, is it too early? You know what? I'm going to be all the way 100. I'm going to talk about everything. We're going to build on it because you asked, man. That's what we're here to do. You know what I mean? I hear that it's still some rumblings. It's a chance that they could fight each other. I hear that they close to a deal. I keep hearing that. I even got a video I could play from his pop saying he like 99% sure. I meant to play that for y'all the other day, but I kind of it slipped past me. But you know, when you look at it, right, you see the number of fights. You like they got close in or around the same number of fights, right? But you know, Boots been on the stage longer, right? Proving it more, right? He fought in front of 14-some thousand headline, right? He's at a slightly different point, obviously, in his career, despite the number of fights difference between the two. But it would appear that maybe it's too early, but I don't know, man. I'll go with I don't think so, right? It's boxing need more of this, right? They're both young. If either guy was to lose, they would be able to bounce back from it. I truly believe that, right? I don't think nobody would be worse for wear. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to lose to the best. I think Boots is absolutely one of the best fighters in boxing and best young fighters, you know what I mean? Fairly still unproven, still got a lot to prove, right? But I think he everything we think he is, and it's just a matter of time before he proves it, man. But you know, Brian Norman had some work with Boots. You know, the first time he sparred him, Boots worked him over. They all admitted that. Brian Norman Sr., even Brian Norman said it. From what I hear, each time after that, the sparring got significantly more competitive. And I heard the last time they sparred was as recent as 2023, I think. So they're familiar with each other. And what I'm saying is sparring is not the end all be all, because you got to do it under the lights. But them being familiar with each other makes me want to see it. And it makes me feel like it's not too early. Like, I think it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's at the best time, but it's still at a good time. You get what I'm saying? There's a fair amount of people that think Brian Norman has what it takes to beat Boots. There are people that think Boots is still hype, right? They feel like Brian Norman can outwork him. Some people are aware of the sparring sessions and how it went from Boots kind of working him over to it being great work type deal. So I know that's sparring. I know that's headgear, bigger gloves, all that stuff, but I can show you a video that I did a while back, and shout out to Greg Hackett. This is way before he even had his channel, where he was on YSM talking about how Boots sparring partners don't even be able to go 6 to 8 rounds with him and stuff like that. Dudes don't even be making it. He said Boots was sending dudes home from sparring. Dudes was going out to their cars, coming back with the dry tear marks on their face from crying or something, because he beating the hell out these dudes. You get what I'm saying? Guys not even able to give them complete work because they can't make it, right? So to hear that, I think first time they sparred, he was a teenager, Brian Norman, right? And to hear him being able to be that competitive throughout the years with Boots Ennis, man, is impressive when he beating the hell out of these other guys like that, right? So I don't think it's too early, man. I think it's a good fight, man. When you got guys that want to win, that try to win, fights play out a lot differently than obviously somebody that's in there and they're not sure of themselves and they trying to win. The one thing we know for sure about both guys is they're gonna come in there trying to win. They're gonna try to knock each other out. So I think it'll be a good fight, man. Boots is more polished to me at this stage. Brian Norman, he got that determination at will. He had a couple opportunities to get tested a little bit and grow from it. I think it's a good opportunity right now. I think it's a great time for them to fight. Our ideal situation is obviously them competing in unifications leading up to each other in an undisputed, right? That's in an ideal, perfect world. But shit, some boxing fan stuff, give me that fight. You can give it to me now. Give it to me now. Right, man. You talking about this Pop said he 99% sure? Man, look, let's see it. Let's see it, bro. I'm ready for each other. They both champs. Yeah, and they ain't got no choice. That's a great point, Cuzzo. Hope Norman have a multi-fight deal. Girl lose, yeah, right. And it'll be a perfect example, Ash, for us to embrace the winner and the loser in this situation. Like, for them putting it on the line and giving us a fight like that this early in their careers, or at this time, especially for B. Norman. B. Norman's 23, Boots like 27. Get what I'm saying? It's a little gap there. You know what I mean? But hey, man, respect to them. If respect to both fighters and both teams if they make that fight happen. And I think Eddie Hearn, he got to find a way to make it make sense for Boots. Boots need them opportunities, and this one is right here. They on the cusp of being able to make it. Seem like Eddie just might have to dig in his pockets a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You, for the best talent that you got, right? You know what I mean? You talking about the upper echelon talent that you got. You want to do whatever you need to do to secure those fights, man. He need them. You know what I'm saying? Boots does 4-minute rounds of sparring. A lot of guys not ready for that. Yeah, he do. Right? Word got back about that too. They say they be turning, working with no clock, all types of stuff. Pace is going F Norman out. Oh, you think it's pace going? I heard somebody say that. It's pace. In chat last night, Brian Norman was in there saying Boots not what we think, especially defensively. He said Boots don't hit hard, just value him. Yeah, yo, Cal, talk about it, bro. Talk about it. That's why I want to see it. He was like, maybe he a bad judge of power. Maybe he a bad judge of power, but he was like, he ain't feel no power like that. So I told you he dismissed the hell out of his power. 704 Joe was good with it. Face said, what you think? Canelo? Oh, saying he was only 50% against Beagle. Only way rematch happens if Beagle become undisputed. Oh, yeah, he tripping. I mean, of course, Fate, he'll pull that card, though, because why would he pull that card? Because by Beagle being undisputed and him willing to challenge him, Beagle would have had done all the hard work and the heavy lifting by dethroning that damn monster, that polar bear with gloves and better beef. So of course he would say that. And of course he might be willing to take that opportunity if it's for undisputed at 175, because part of me think he probably wasn't 100%, and if he was, he'd beat Beagle. I think Beagle beats him regardless, because it's just a style thing. I think Beagle beats him regardless, but we'll see. You know what I mean? But that's all that means. So tell us you won't fight Arthur Better Be without telling us you won't fight him. You know what I mean? That's all that means. They make the fight, praise him. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? You gotta praise him, right? Got to. Breezy and Melanin Queen. Peace to the Queen. Yeah, Brian said that. Yo, yeah. Said he ain't feel no power like that, cuzzo. Said he talking about Boots. He said, nah, he ain't feel no power like that, no pop, nothing like that. I mean, he said, I think even when the first time when he got worked over, in the first one, he said he just wasn't in no shape. But he said he wasn't hurt or nothing. Like, he was very dismissive of the power. But this is what I want to put in context. The reason why I appreciate Brian Norman, because he don't sell it. If you get what I'm saying. He wasn't like selling it, trying to like, convince you like, yo, I'm telling. Now, it's just something about it. Like, he genuinely telling you his experience. And I believe him, right? It's something very authentic about his approach, the way he tell the story, right? The way he was saying what he was saying. It just wasn't like, I got to sell it to y'all. And, I want to make Boots look like he ain't, he ain't this or that, but he's just letting it be known, like, bro, I ain't, I wasn't feeling no power like that. Jay Howard, what it do, fam? Zoom verse, my God, what's good with it, Brody? Shout out to Melanin Queen, man. Always on the ground. But Barry gets undisputed. I bet he won't fight Better Be. Yeah, that's he won't. He ain't fight no Better Be, bro. Brian feet too heavy. Tay D was good with it, bro. Yeah, that could be an issue for sure. Boots know how to place his punches. He absolutely do. That's why I say it's not just punching power with guys like Boots, guys like Tank. It's punch placement with them. It's punch placement. Boots is speed, punch placement. I think he is heavy-handed. It's a number of different things though, and it's the same for Tank. Some dudes just naturally heavy-handed. Yeah. Said that too. You know what I'm saying? Tank hitting harder than Boots is scary. That's what I'm saying. My question now is Boots sparring pop different from his fight pop? I would say so. I would say it would be a different effect for sure, Cal. Definitely. I think it'd be one of them things. And also I just think it'll be a combination of stuff. Boots is speed. He's fast, quick and fast. Good, really good reflexes, good punch placement. You get what I'm saying? You throw his shots well, good technique. It's a number of different things that just go into them guys punching the way they do. And I don't think it's just them having heavy hands. I think it's a combination of things with them. And that's what I like to see, man. I think Boots with no headgear, man, that'd be a different experience for him for sure. Imagine being Mike Tyson's sparring partner. Remember back in the day he was doing his sparring partners like that? Y'all remember the movie? Remember how they depicted him in the movie doing the sparring partners, y'all? He was beating them sparring partners' asses, man. That dude was like, nah, you can keep your money. That dude was like, hell nah, you can keep your money. Pinoy, what's good with it, fam? Norman versus Boots, good fight. We'd like to see them get the other belts first. That's why I say, like, I don't think it's too early. I mean, I think it's a better opportunity a couple fights down the line. I believe it is, right? But I still think it's a good fight now. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good fight now. Say you like Casemiro. Shout out to Casemiro, man. John Rael Casemiro. Shout out to Casemiro. Yeah, man. We rock with boxing over here, bro. So if you putting on and you doing your thing, you know what I mean? We could rock with you, man. Shout out to Casemiro. Big Dog Willie in the super chat said Bill Haney said he be the Chinese dude in ping pong. You stupid. Yo, Big Dog Willie got these joints unlimited.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to Big Dog Willie, man, putting that color in the chat. He said Team Casemiro here, watch October 13th. Oh yeah, shout out to Team Casemiro, bro. October 13th, court fighting the 12th, I believe, right? Japan. Who he fighting? Shout out to Big Dog. But yeah, man, B Norman, man. I heard some more rumblings about it, them saying that this fight could be on the way. I just want to see it. You know what I mean? They got everybody in the mood for it, right? You got two guys that really want to fight. And like I said, Brian Norman, Mexican Sanchez, okay, for sure, back. Appreciate you. Brian Norman, Boots aggravation with his situation, if I could say that, aggravation for lack of a better term, like his annoyance or frustration, whatever you want to call it, with wanting to get the other champions in the ring, and then hearing Brian Norman talk about his power or lack thereof, like it, just wasn't what people say it is to him. Like it make you want to see it, and the fact that he gonna fight when he get in there, like it ain't gonna be no. You get what I'm saying? The fact that they had a chance to spar each other, it makes it all the more better, right? Because it gave them a chance to get familiar with each other, right? So, I mean, like, I would love to see them do it, under the lights. I mean, they did it for free. You know what I mean? They did it for free a few times. They sparred a number of times. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to see them do it with the money on the line. Ryan, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Sanchez beat 2 Filipino boxers, so it's a comeback for the Philippines against Mexico. Okay. All right. They low-key trying to get Barroso to lose. They setting him up with another undefeated guy from Japan on anyway card. Shout out to Ryan, man. Big Watch Barroso mess around and spark somebody. I hope he do. They trying to set Big Watch Barroso up. I hope he smoke butt. You know what I'm saying? I hope he smoke butt. I really do. Shout out to Big Watch Barroso too, man. Big Watch Barroso still hanging in there, man. He need justice for Pitbull Cruz got some Big Watch Barroso.
Of the WBO welterweight champion of the world, Brian Norman Jr., currently 26.
Norman needs to get those already. Or hurt whoever is next in front of him. He looks pissed off. Yeah, he do.
Clarify what's been going on the last couple of days with the negotiations between Brian Norman and Gervonta Davis.
Shout out to on the
road. So what's going on now? I mean, again, I think it was just a bunch of miscommunications. To me, I don't think Boots was lying. Boots' response is what set our bullshit off like that.
Next, then it's next. Then
Offer was sent 2 days ago.
Look at Boots is like, he tired of this shit. He like, bro, I'm ready to punch somebody right now.
I just took that as a sign of disrespect. I mean, I guess, I don't know, anybody with pride would have took that as a sign of disrespect. It was just the way he said it, that's all. You know what I'm saying? So that's what fueled all the bullshit that came from me and my son that day. You know what I'm saying? We just couldn't believe he was saying it like he said it. Like, Jamil was asking him a question, and he was like, offer was sent 2 days ago. It just did something to my spirit.
For those that don't know, you're referring to the YSM interview that Gervonta Davis did, correct?
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to let the people know that the reference to the interview that you're talking about.
Yeah, it just did something to my spirit, bro. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I can't take that. Not towards me, not towards mine. Like, and I raised B, so of course he the same way. We got the same energy on that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's better than us. I'm not. You would not walk around or act like you better than us, or you above me or above us. I don't. My mind don't operate that way. You know what I'm saying? As you see, that mentality got us to where we are today, which is 23-year-old world champ, the youngest champ in boxing today. You know what I'm saying?
I want to speak on that, Brian. I want to speak on that real quick, because what Brian did was go into the backyard of Giovanni Santilli and knocked him out, man, in front of his hometown, man. And he took that fight, from what I saw, he did the interview with ESPN on 3 weeks' notice. Is that correct?
I'm not freezing out. I was just trying to do something. I'm sorry. No, it wasn't 3 weeks notice. It was about a month and a week.
Still, even then. In other words, what I'm saying is they didn't expect you to do what you did when you went out there. They thought you were food, and you completely dismantled him, knocked him out, and then to see Brian do that pose over him and go back, man, just to see your reaction. What was that feeling like to go into the enemy's backyard and do that?
I mean, it was it was beautiful, man. I didn't get to celebrate it like I needed to because of all the booze and shit. But again, we used to that, man. We used to people not being in our corner. We used to people not being on our side. But that was very disrespectful to me and for me from the crowd and from that after my son just did the best he could do in his career at this moment. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of pissed me off and it fueled the fire in me, and that's what I got to see everything. I was shooting birds at everybody. I was making all kind of gestures. I guess ESPN was blocking all that shit.
Brian, I gotta ask you: Is it true that you really was going to take the consideration to go into the backyard of Jerron Booth Ennis to take that fight?
No, we are gonna do that.
Oh, that's still in negotiations and talks going on with that.
There's no reason why it would be.
Now, the reason I asked that because I think you did the interview with the Boxing Voice the other day, and they were talking about it was going to be off, negotiations were off.
I don't know what people get. Again, man, there's a bunch of misinformation. I mean, I wish people would shut the hell up, thinking they're financial and boxing analysis and everything. You're not. You're just a fan. Even YouTubers and even the boxing scene. Like, it's so many people that don't even know what's going on. They don't.
Is that frustrating? But at the same time, it's building a lot of press.
Yeah, good question.
And a lot of
That's
eyes towards that fight between Jerron Ennis and Brian Norman Jr.
You know how they say, you got the pros and cons to everything? That is the eyes that is building and the awareness that is building about my son and around my son, because my son doesn't get this type of exposure, is the only and best pro of this. Everything else is a con. Everything else is a fucking con. They're like nothing else. There's no other pro than the exposure that is getting and the exposure that my son is getting, and the awareness of who my son is and what he has done. And you got people like, oh, who is this? You know what I'm saying? You got people confused about who he is and what he is, and that's all it needs is to be mentioned in the limelight. And from that point on, people know who you are and they're interested at that time. You know what I mean? That's the only pro. Everything else is stressful. Everything is, because I'm a stand-up guy. You know me. You've spoken to me many times. Anybody that's ever spoken to me, there's not one untruth you've ever heard me say, because I believe that if you tell a lie, if you tell a lie to a man, if you tell a lie to another man, then you pretty much ashamed of something. I don't lie. I don't feel like I need to lie to another man about nothing. Like, I'm not ashamed of my life. I'm not ashamed of the good, the bad. I talk about the sparring sessions when they're good. I talk about the sparring sessions when they're bad. I don't come, what I'm saying? I can do that shit. And then you have people, oh, he lying. You ain't hear him stutter. These people, it's the world so messed up, they don't even understand what real is. I don't know how to fucking lie. I don't know how to lie about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I see the problem. The problem, Casanova, is that Norman has a belt. So that process, that building process, like, who knows what that's going to be like if you got a guy that's hungry and Boots Ennis that's looking to chase down belts. Shit, I mean, it don't have to happen now, but I'm just looking at it in terms of they're the most vocal about guys wanting the opportunity with Boots. Like, they're saying some things about Boots that make me really want to see the fight. You don't hear nobody talking like that about Boots, man. So you hear guys at 68, bigger guys talking about how hard this dude hit. You get what I'm saying? And for him to dismiss it and talk like he really wants to smoke, it just make me want to see it. And like I said, he's still young enough where Brian could get it back if he do lose. either guy. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see it, but I wouldn't be mad if he start building his name as well. But Boots gonna need one of them unifications. PJ's big dog, what it do, my guy? Yeah, I think Boots just been on the stage
about that kind of stuff.
You know, with that being said, Coach.
And I'm gonna say when I say that kind of stuff, I don't think if I'm gonna lie about anything, it's gonna be to a woman about where I was last night. That's about it. That's the only lie that's ever coming from me. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story. Whatever.
You know, with that being said, Coach, you know, the relationship that you and Bozy have you had a chance to talk to, you know, to go through all the misinformation that's being put out there right now?
Yeah, I reached out to Bozy. I wanted to make that clear. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Bozy, I can tell Bozy had fire, you know what I'm saying, in him, you know, because I tagged him in that same story that I tagged you in yesterday, the one that's still up now. It's probably finna come down in a minute. I tagged him in the same story, and he thought I was shit talking in the story, and, you know, he replied to me, you know, saying a few, but he didn't say nothing bad or whatever else, but I can tell he wasn't for the shit, you know what I mean? I reached out immediately to him.
Not saying that Boots' fault.
I reached out to him.
These super crazy names, but I think he's fought more notable opponents. I think Brian Norman just fresh on the scene, right? Where we seen Boots in there with a number of different guys. Like you seen him fight Castillo clean, right? You seen him knock out Thomas Delorme, who's been in there with guys like Terence Crawford. Like he's been in there with more name, you know, recognizable guys, right? Guys with more name recognition. Not saying that, you know, again, David Avanesian, that's a wealth of experience, a lot of experience. Guys that he been in there with Terence Crawford, Avanesian, right? So you just got Santillian to speak of, right? You got one good breakout performance versus Boots. All his performances kind of looking like that, aside from Karen. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a little different. We've seen Boots more. We've seen him prove it more. Seen him on the stage more. But Brian Norman is coming, man, and I respect his hustle, his grind, and I want to see him keep winning.
The media, no, that ain't what it is, and I'll just let them know. But I do understand how it can come off that way. I mean, if anybody get to talk greasy about my son, I'm always have an issue too. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, if somebody want to call me talking greasy, saying we can beat you, I mean, because that's how
well, like he got a number of different guys.
That's how these fans are. That's how fans are right now. Like that.
Right.
They get upset at the fact.
You know, we can't. I'm not saying level Boots.
You know, Coach, that's a great point.
You got more guys on the resume for sure.
Hey, Coach,
more notable names.
When you went on Film City, they were talking about
that's all.
The top
and that's because
you refused to co-sign what they was
doing what he's supposed to be doing
at the time.
Right? What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? Who the fuck does that? What did Boots ever do this? I mean, you can look at Boxred. They got him as king.
Yeah, I get you, Casanova.
Excuse my language, but nigga, who? I don't get that. So if me speaking this way is greasy, if me, you know what I mean? But that's what you get the people with the confidence. They gonna want to shut me up because how dare you think your son is better than the great Boots Ennis? Get the fuck out of here. My son is better than the great Boots Ennis. He is better. Boots is a great fighter. My son is better.
Talk that talk, Pops.
The top welterweight, and you refused to co-sign what they were saying at the time.
Right? What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? Who the fuck does that? What did Boots ever do this? I mean, you can look at Boxred. They got him as king. Excuse my language, but nigga, who? I don't get that. So if me speaking this way is greasy, if me. You know what I mean? But that's what you get the people with the confidence. They gonna want to shut me up because how dare you think your son is better than the great Boots Ennis? Get the fuck out of here. My son is better than the great Boots Ennis. He is better. Boots is a great fighter. My son is better.
I just love it.
My son has reached. My son has reached what he's reached, doing what he's doing. They've been on two different roads,
right?
Two different playing fields. Again, nothing but respect. They helped us, so I would never speak ill about them. That's why I had to make clear to Bozy. It wasn't me ill speaking about them or towards them, and I was just letting him know. That's why I was saying I was trying to get some things straight to him, and he was upset that my son said in one interview, my son misspoke. I guess he didn't understand. My son, in his interview, saying that Bozy turned the fight down. Bozy did not turn the fight down. Bozy was unaware that a contract was sent. And that was the only thing. Bozy was just unaware of what was going on at that time. He's aware now. We're on the same page now. I reached out to him, gave him nothing but love, gave him nothing but respect. I even, gave him some appreciation for the things he done for me in the past, just to let him know I ain't got nothing but love for him. Ain't no venom coming from over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a fight game. Yeah, we gonna fight. Yeah, we gonna do our best. And I told him my son gonna beat you. I told him that. My son gonna beat your son. Like, what the fuck else am I supposed to say? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Boosh, not right now. I mean, both of y'all, but y'all got no. I mean, it's a sport. That's what we do. Like, that's it's no different than any other sport. My son is the best.
Hey, Coach, isn't that what we want from our gladiators, man? To feel like they're the best in the sport?
That's what's fucking killing me is how the fan, you go read comments and shit. These motherfuckers are really they need a superhero. And how dare you challenge our superhero? I'm not a man fan. I'm not even a man fan of my own son. I've had that discussion with somebody else. They were like, if you was your son, you'd be saying the same thing. I said, no, the fuck I would not. I say all the time, even in this situation right here, if my son loses, because there's always a possibility of people getting caught. If my son loses, guess what? We're going to get better and come back. We've been to sparring sessions, that you might know of that we didn't do well. We didn't fucking take that shit. No, we got better and we came back to that place, that very place. Oh, the sport. My son is the best.
See, this is why I like him too, because I do find him to be a genuine dude. People might feel like he talks shit, but I feel like who don't in boxing, right? But he was very open and honest about how Boots got it off on his son in that first sparring and just how it got more competitive. He's saying, yo, look, and if he lose, man, look, we're going to get our shit back and come right back. Like, so again, it ain't nobody tripping on no win or no loss. They looking for opportunities, and make no mistake about it, it'd be a good, meaningful opportunity for both because it's a unification fight. So look, with all this back and forth about it, I personally would love to see it. No, it ain't too early. With an attitude like that, with the kind of energy they got, the kind of energy Boots and Bozy got, hell yeah, make this fight, man. Make this fight now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Coach, isn't that what we want from our gladiators, man? To feel like they're the best in the sport?
That's what's fucking killing me is how the fan, you go read comments and shit. These motherfuckers are really they got him. They need a superhero. And how dare you challenge our superhero? I'm not a man fan. I'm not even a man fan of my own son. I've had that discussion with somebody else. They were like, if you was your son, you'd be saying the same thing. I said, no, the fuck I would not. I say all the time, even in this situation right here, if my son loses, because there's always a possibility of people getting caught. If my son loses, guess what? We're going to get better and come back. We've been to sparring sessions, that you might know of that we didn't do well. We didn't fucking take that shit. No, we got better and we came back to that place, that very place. Oh, when we go to a place where we meet the type of resistance that we need, we're like, oh yeah, this where it's at. This is our conversations. This is what we need to be. Oh, we going back. People want it easy. You know what I'm saying? We don't have it like Boots got it, where he got it, everything in his hometown, where everybody come to him and everybody just serving him up. We don't have it that way. And in my eyes and in my opinion, my son has been tested more than Boots. And let me explain to you how. Every fight that Boots been in has been in Boots' favor. Every fight Boots been in hasn't even been close. People look at he wiping people out. Yeah, but no disrespect. Everybody he wiped out, my son would have wiped out. The guy my son just fought would have wiped out. Like he didn't wipe out anybody. That's no disrespect to the former fighters or whatever else, but he really didn't wipe out anybody. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he made him look like nobody else, but he never met the resistance that he's going to meet from my son. I've seen how he acts when he meets the resistance. I know how he acts when he gets
talking that talk.
And if he don't act the way I think he's gonna act, that's gonna play more into my son's favor. That's just keeping it real from my opinion. I wouldn't be talking this shit and I wouldn't be taking this fight if I didn't think we could win this fight.
Now, Coach,
I just like the fact that they sparred each other because they got familiarity with each other. It wouldn't be like the first time they seen each other, right? I think that makes for a good fight. Not that the sparring means one guy or the other guy will win, but I do like the fact that they work with each other on multiple occasions. I do like the fact that B. Norman got pretty much overwhelmed in the first sparring session and still continue to come back multiple times over. You know what I'm saying? Coming back to get that work. That says a lot about him. And I think that has something to do with the confidence he feels like he had going into a fight. So, you know, it's one of them things where you would like to see it get proven, right? Hey, man, just like, I forget who was just saying it. I think it was Zad, but those type of fights like that, or those sparring matches that be good in the gym, sometimes result into very good fights as well when they're able to be made, right? Sometimes, you know, that type of work need to be under the lights where they could get paid. I definitely would want to see it. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, the fact that they familiar with each other, got some comfortability with each other in there, right? It's some confidence brewing just from that, being able to work with each other. I would like to see it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be against seeing it.
In the division,
for that reason.
Are they on record stating that they do not?
Shout out to Jay Howard said Boost versus Norman needs to happen. Great fight. Absolutely great fight, bro. Absolutely.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Rozier was good with it. Joey Thomas said, "Who you got? Better Beaver? I don't know, man. It's tough. Part of me want to pick Beaver because Better Be look like he getting a little older, and them injuries might catch up to him. And then the other part of it is just he damn near unstoppable in there, man. It's gonna be tough for Beaver to keep him up off him. So, if I had to bet though, I would bet Better Be. But if I'm just picking, man, you know, I like Beaver. Brian Newman that chat last night, hearing this interview, got to respect, keep the same energy on and off camera. Absolutely, Cal.
I want that fight with either you or with Brian Norman Jr. or Jerome
so
have either one of the other two champions, Stanionis or
right.
Barrios.
Kevin big on that. At least he ain't live.
Declined to fight Brian also as well.
Stanionis then reached out when Brian first won, asked would we be interested in the fight. His team did. Asked would we be interested in the fight. We said yes. Never heard nothing else about it.
Stanionis.
That was right before the T.O. situation. We said yes. Of course, you see what happened with that. That fell apart because, you know, T.O. didn't want to play ball.
Yes.
No disrespect to T.O. no more. I was just trying to smoke him out. You know, I respect him and his father. I think he did great so far as a professional fighter. And my son is too big for him to be fighting, but that's another story. Anyway, so I mean, I respect the decision to stay away. I would too. I wouldn't even let my son fight my son if my son was T.O. But that's another story. Anyway,
hold on. What? What he said?
Damn it, boy. Stanionis then reached out when Brian first won, asked would we be interested in the fight. His team did. Asked would we be interested in the fight. We said yes. Never heard nothing else about it.
Stanionis.
That was right before the T.O. situation. We said yes. Of course, you see what happened with that. That fell apart because, you know, T.O. didn't want to play ball. No disrespect to T.O. no more. I was just trying to smoke him out. You know, I respect him and his father. I think he did great so far as a you know, professional fighter. And my son is too big for him to be fighting, but that's another story. Anyway, so I mean, I respect the decision to stay away. I would too. I wouldn't even let my son fight my son if my son was T.O. But that's another story. Anyway, God damn it, boy.
Dude, they've been blowing him up, bro.
So, no champion that said anything. No, and I think the Barrios situation, it was always the understanding that Barrios would be fighting Pacquiao or in the works for having something for Pacquiao. So, no, nothing has been said by any champion about who would do what. So, I don't know where we are right now. We just had a little stay alive, keep alive, title defense coming up. But then this huge Boots News offer came along. We accepted it immediately. Just the numbers were quite low. And for the people of saying, this is more than you ever made, it's more than you made in the last fight, you're an idiot. I guarantee you make $20 an hour or whatever else. You don't even know what money is. I'm not saying that to be funny. I got to say this real quick. I pride myself because I came from nowhere. I pride myself on not looking down on people, but it kind of made me look down on people when they start talking that dumb ass shit. Because if you go to school, or if you do something and you get well educated and you get this master's degree or whatever else, and you go on your first job, that's that thinking of you made more than your last. So okay, at this first job, if this job as a cardiologist or whatever the fuck I am is worth $200,000 a year, but they're offering me $75,000 a year. That's saying I should take it because it's more than any job I ever made at McDonald's when I was trying to get there. I don't understand that kind of thinking. Like, again, my mind works different or whatever. But, so, I mean, either way it go, we ready. We're ready for the fight.
Now, Coach, once you and Bozy talk, has he now had a chance to talk with Eddie Hearn and
I reached out I told him this morning. I told him where we was at, and I just let him know that.
Man, shout out to Brian Norman Sr., man. Look, again, the reason why I don't have a problem, aside from him doing his job with him being a mouthpiece, because it's not, his son don't speak as much as he do, right? So it serves a purpose. He's not up there selling a whole bunch of wolf tickets, rah this, and you get what I'm saying? Yeah, he's outspoken, loud, but I like it. Like, he just speaking his mind. He confident in his son. He like, hey, look, man, we work with Boots. Yeah, they got it off on us the first time, but we kept coming back for that work. Look, man, he ain't no boogeyman to me or my son. Like, we'll fight him, and I like that. I like that. He's saying on record that it's all respect between them two. It's just he feel like his son can beat Boots, and why I like the energy is refreshing. Because let's be honest, who the hell is putting this much energy and stock into anybody beating Boots? Fighters themselves, like, so it like when I hear a fighter, and we heard it from B. Norman. B. Norman is very confident in himself too. It ain't just his father. His father is just more vocal, more out there. Obviously, he's the mouthpiece for a reason, right? But when you let Brian Norman speak, remember, I had him up here. He'll talk himself. He don't got no picks. He want the champions. He want the smoke. So they saying yes to all the champions. Ain't like they got the belt and they trying to, just chase easy fights. They willing to take the tougher fights if they present themselves to them. I love that energy, man. That shit is good for boxing. You need these type of guys in boxing, man. And all I can say is call a bluff. You get what I'm saying? Just call a bluff. You gotta be able to call a bluff, man. Just WBO just ordered Crawford Fundora, did they? Oh shit. That's crazy. Karma Serene, peace to the queen. How you found like that? Because he was about to send his son in the ring with a broken jaw for some money. Who was about to send his son in the ring with a broken jaw? Who did that? Who did they son like that, man? Damn, did WBO just order Crawford Fundora? If they did that, I wonder what that means for Spence. Because ain't that his fight? I mean, it was Spence fight to make it would seem like, right? But did they really? Oh, Norman? His son had a broken jaw, was he? He did? Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I was busted on the W rankings when he's a champion. I don't know. I thought it was. Oh no, it was what's the name? Not him. It wasn't Norman. It was what's his name? What's the kid name? Michael Carter. Michael Williams, right? Michael Williams Jr. You talking about the kid that was supposed to fight AB? I think that's who you talking about. If I got it right, I think so. Or because if it was Norman, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was his pop was gonna send him in there with a broken jaw. I remember his son got it. Michael Williams' son got his jaw broke. Ramon, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? He said, it might not mean that much. Fundora team was always willing to drop the WBO, right? Only thing I can say about the WBO, I know they came out and made a statement about Terence Crawford and then him being their champion and them, basically backing him and supporting him in his move. So I think it's maybe him still being in the rankings and it's just maybe a shot in the dark. Maybe that has something to do with the fact that he got a good relationship with them. You know what I mean? They just backing him, maybe, or they maybe just need to update their damn ranks. The dude Roy Jones Jr. Yeah. Planning 619. That's what I was talking about. Michael Williams, I think it was his name. The young kid that was supposed to fight AB. I thought that was him with the that was training with Roy, got his jaw broke. To turn down their biggest paydays. It's like the Golden Seal today, supposedly Gladiators. Sometimes some of these dudes do, but for the most part, if that money right, them dudes getting in the ring. You know what I mean? Especially these guys coming from humble beginnings. No, it's all good, man. It's all good, man. It happens, man. That happens, Queen. That happens. All good. When Boots became the IBF champion, he was immediately taken out of WBO. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, that makes me think what I'm saying is even more of a thing. You get what I'm saying, Casanova? I think it's just the relationship. Like, think about it. What belt did he have at 47? And he had his whole run. And like I said, I don't know if you had caught that statement. They had came out and made a statement about him supporting him and not stripping him. Something to that effect. They basically was supporting whatever you had going on. And I know that relationship means something. He always fought for them, always defended their belt. Get what I'm saying? He did it for his whole run at 47. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Just shooting in the dark, though. It's because Bug got the intern belt. Maybe that, too. Maybe. Adam Norman Sr. says they got called and jumped on the opportunity, but they need more money. Not to make it make sense. Yeah. So, look. Basically, what he's saying, Damon, is they with the fight. They're not turning down the fight, but they want to negotiate. They don't want to accept the first offer that's being thrown at them. They feel like, you know, as a champion, they should probably be treated a little bit more fairly. People keep saying, oh, he's a new champion. They both new champions, to be honest. You know what I mean? I'm not into telling guys what they do or don't deserve, but they were speaking and he was telling Zab, throw the number out there. Zab threw a number out there, like, you know, saying, well, you know, just throwing a number. And he was basically saying that's not even what they asked for. So what I'm saying is whatever their number is, it sounds like they're not trying to break the bank or like just quote unquote price themselves out. It just sound like he want a little bit more money. They understand the risk that comes with fighting Gervonta Ennis and they want to be paid for it. That's what it sounds like to me. You get what I'm saying? But Eddie got to want to secure that fight for Boots, right? You know what I'm saying? I think if it, and he's talking about, I think he said a couple $100,000 or something like that. That don't sound super crazy, man. I'm not in nobody's pockets, but come on, man. We've heard a lot crazier shit. So you got guys like 200 million, 150 million Canelo running around the scenes, right? So when they talking about a couple 100,000 more, that sound like that little that Frank Martin money. You know what I'm saying? Why not? I think it's worth the price tag to put your one of your premier talents in a position to get a unification fight and check one of those fights off his list. Cause it's gonna be tough. Politics gonna get all in the way of him chasing the belts. I can see it now, bro. Yeah, I can't tell them what they worth. It's not what they worth, it's what they negotiate, like Andre Ward said, right? So I don't think just hearing them talk about it didn't sound like they was asking for something that was unreasonable, right? So they are both champions, so I think they should treat them accordingly. Eddie Hearn need to make one of them fights. What I'm saying is you can't have 3 offers be sent out and everybody talking about the money fund. That's not a good look, Eddie. It's not a good look. Because how you going to get and that's the unification bout. So now he's going to have to play. He's going to have to fight these second tier guys. It's not going to work out. Jordan above his Fundora fight is the first step in stripping Fundora if he takes the ears. Yeah, that's all that is. Facts, Mr. Empire. That's exactly what that is. Yeah, they love the WBO love Bug. Yeah, they love him. They love Bug. That's what I'm saying. They had put out that statement. Y'all, I wish I would have screenshotted it so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. That right there lets me know they're going to treat him very good. You get what I'm saying? And then when you see it playing out, you like, well, there you go. He got a good relationship, and that's how it go. Now, I mean, it's like when Mauricio Suleiman backed certain people, right? He backed you. Remember, he backed Charlo. He said he was going to support Charlo, and he wasn't going to strip him and all that, right? So it do happen. It do matter, the relationship, I would suspect, with these sanctioning bodies. You know the Kello, that extra little bro. Know what I'm saying? That little bit. Got to offer the standard 1.5. You get what, Damon? You get what I'm saying, bro? They not asking for nothing crazy, I don't think. They just ain't, Eddie Hearn got to come with that cheddar cheese, man. WBC, whatever benefits Canelo. I like that. You ain't lying, Casanova. You ain't lying. Said they want one belt at 154, but the interim, they ordered it. It got to happen at the end of the year. Right. Norman Jr.'s with Top Rank. Yeah. I mean, so they over there, man. They over there with Top Rank, man. So, I would love that fight, though. Charlo was WBC champion 3 without you get what I'm saying, Kello? And they came out and was like, man, hey, we supporting him. And his is whatever he going through, we back him. He's our champion. We ain't stripping him. You get what I'm saying? So I think the relationship you have matters. You know what I'm saying? For what it's worth. Well, there you go, Damon. There you go. Well, Crawford will fit the bill. Let's keep going. I got something else we're gonna build on too, though, man. That's PPC fight because they have a December opening. Well, look, speaking of Crawford, right? I see he's getting a lot of he's been getting a lot of flack and criticism for saying that he want legacy and money fights, right? I want y'all to follow me for a second. Terence Crawford out here, you got a guy that, you know, spent most of his career fighting for top rank. He had to take that man to court at one point because he wasn't getting him the opponents that he was supposed to be getting him. It was a number of different things Bud was suing for. A lot of people don't know that. That was one of the issues with him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting them the opponents that they were supposed to be getting. But with that being said, without the proper dance partner, you could never solidify or secure the kind of financial opportunities you looking to secure. If you know what I'm saying, without the proper dance partner. So you figure the proof is there. When he got in there with Errol Spence, them dudes both in a sense needed each other. They both did the best they ever done, fighting each other. You get what I'm saying? And this dude been constantly winning. You got people that always say he should have been a bigger star. Excuse me, if it was based off talent and different things like that, man, Bud would be #1 pound for pound, X, Y, and Z, right? So all those things being said, so with all of that, and with the guy being 39-0, it still took for the Errol Spence fight and his 40th fight for him to get his biggest payday. You get what I'm saying? And look how long, you know, he been a champion through each of these weight classes, undisputed until you see what I'm saying? Like, he always been a champion. He still found himself getting one real lucrative payday. And what I'm saying is, I don't see why people criticize a guy that's done nothing but fight. You know what I mean? And some people say he was overpaid. Some people say underpaid. I'm not here to argue it. I just know he should have been a bigger star. I felt like seemed like he should have had more bigger fights than just the Errol Spence fight, right? It seemed like he should have had more than that. So I think he's positioned himself after 40 fights that if he's, you know, to chase legacy, money without the criticism of the people, because I just don't understand. I don't think it's justified. I don't see why we demonize, if you will, people for chasing a bag. And I'm about to play this clip. I want y'all to listen to this clip, bro. After listening to this clip, and I went and looked it up and read on the fight a little bit to make sure this just wasn't some clip put together and it was some fake AI, because I couldn't believe the numbers that was being told in this little short clip. How long this fight was, how long this fight was, and how much money this guy got paid. And we complain and we be mad at guys for going to get their money. You get what I'm saying? You got people saying, Shakur used Eddie Hearn to duck. He used Eddie Hearn, you know, now he's getting $5 million, this X, Y, and Z, to do this, do that. These dudes should go get their money, right? I mean, it's no tomorrow not promised in boxing. Nothing is for sure. You know, when them opportunities present themselves, you got to go get it, bro. You got to go get it. Who are we to tell people not to make their money when they taking punches for a living? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna run this clip real quick. Listen to how long this fight was, bro, and how much this guy got paid for this fight. Andre Ward was interviewing Devin. Oh yeah, that's dope, man. Shout out to Andre Ward. He been bringing some smoke with them interviews. You know, finally not running a good fight. I'm not taking Bud fight. He say he ruined Charlie versus Crawford. Now we got to see Boots versus Crawford. Bud, you got to fight that, man. I feel you, bro. I feel you. But let me play this clip, man. Let me play this clip. And this is exact. After seeing this, I already was feeling like dudes go get their money. But after seeing this clip, I could never tell a fighter not to try to go get their money. Check this out. It's really short. It's like 30-something seconds. But just listen to this real quick.
I've often been asked, what's the difference between now and then? The difference is, in my time, you had to knock a man out to win the championship. And in my time, I met all comers, from lightweights to heavyweights. And I retired the undefeated welterweight and middleweight champion of the world. One of my longest fights was with Danny Needham for the welterweight championship of the world, which lasted 5 hours and 5 minutes, 76 rounds. And I received, for winning that fight, $600, which nowadays a good preliminary boy receives.
Did y'all hear what this man said? 5 hours and 5 minutes of fight. That it lasted 5 hours and 5 minutes. 76 rounds. This man had about 4 or 5 fights in one night. And they paid him $600. I don't give a damn how long ago. I don't care if they was fighting in the Stone Age. You get what I'm saying? With a pebble ring, a pebble built ring, bro. I don't care. Like $600. 5 hours and 5 minutes to get paid $600 is criminal. 5 hours of work, 5 hours and 5 minutes, 76 rounds, bro. Fights today is 12 rounds or less. This man fought for 76 of them and got paid $600. You think I'm ever going to tell a fighter not to go get their money? You think I'm ever going to be like, he just chasing the bag. He's just cashing out. What? They prize fighters. Yeah, when they can do shit like that, 5 hours is wild, bro. They call an ambulance, man. Ain't no way I'm making a 5-hour fight. It's crazy. That's a whole card, man. They had a card in one night, just one fight. $600, 76 rounds, 5 hours and 5 minutes. Danny Needham and Tommy Ryan was their name. Go look that up, man. That really happened, bro. When I seen it, I was like, yo, this got to be AI. My bro sent that to I said, it got to be AI. It's got to be. Hell nah. Them dudes fought for 5 hours, 600. I don't care if they was fighting in the Stone Age, bro. You know what I mean? What the hell going on? He said inflation. No, Daj, what it do, my guy? I just thought that one was something to show people. Back then, prize was surviving. Not for real. Cut creator was you know what I mean? A pebble built ring, pebble circle, bro. They fighting in a pebble circle. You know what I mean? You pay a man more than 600. God damn. But that again, I know that's way back in the day. I know that's a long time ago. But it just goes to show you how long ago people wasn't getting their money. How long ago people was getting dead dirty. So again, I don't knock nobody for chasing money. Like legacy don't feed them, and that shows that. Like, and don't forget what else he said. He took on all comers from lightweight to heavyweight. Took on all comers. All that I don't give a damn. They quote unquote cab drive. This man fought from lightweight to heavyweight. Lightweight to heavyweight, and he already getting 5-hour fights for 600. That sounds like legacy to me when you taking on all comers and you go from lightweight, which is 135, all the way up to heavyweight. Come on, man. And you telling people, we tell these fighters, don't go get your money. Nah, don't go get your money. Go do that. Go take the most amount of risk for the least amount of money. They hell no. That shit ain't logical to a fighter. They like, bro, I gotta get that bag. So when I hear shit like, Terence Crawford say, look, man, I want legacy fights, so I want that bread. I like the Canelo fight. I feel like I can beat him, X, Y, and Z. And the financial, like that money, you know what I'm saying, that come with it. He being honest. Like he's entitled to chase that because ain't nothing forever in boxing. It don't last forever. And ain't nothing promised. You get what I'm saying? Tomorrow ain't promised in boxing. So, you know what I mean? You gotta go get it. When I hear that reports of Tim Bradley saying something about a $5 million guarantee, I could care less. I'm not in Shakur's pockets. I don't care. I just like to know the fighters getting taken care of and their situation is right. If this is the truth, which I believe Tim Bradley to be solid, especially to drop something like that, then that's good for him. You got opportunities, kid. You coming off a performance where people complain. The last 2 performances, still got opportunities. People willing to work with you, actively seek you out, signed you up for 2 fight deals with the bigger fight on the back end. You have an opportunity to fight on pay-per-view in front of a different demographic, different fan base, get paid, stay active, stay sharp. It's a win-win for you. You just got to make the most. It's about playing your cards right. So I think a lot of you know, how he grows in this sport is going to be largely centered around the moves that he make. You got to make the right moves. You get what I'm saying? It's important. It's paramount that you make the right moves moving forward. You have to. You know what I'm saying? So far, let's see it, man. Let's see. I'm looking at it from the optimistic side. I'm not here to complain. I see some people saying they setting them up for failure and all this weird stuff. Just a week ago or a month ago, they were saying ain't nobody gonna want to sign them. You know, nobody want to watch him. People ain't gonna pay him the money. Then when you hear he getting the money and this pay-per-view opportunity, they should have been on free TV and he's really gonna look bad. This is gonna hurt him in negotiations. All of a sudden, everybody a damn lawyer and they make fights all of a sudden. You get what I'm saying? Like, I look at it as a positive. It's an opportunity for him to go out there, bet on himself, and see how it work out. It is what it is. The most important thing, and I feel like people forget it, is to win the damn fight. All that hoopla, all that garbage, all that stuff is cool, but you got to go out there and win that fight. And if you don't, everything else don't matter. So as long as you win it, and you want to win impressively, especially in today's world, you want to win impressively. So worry about the things you can control, and that's going out there, get your bag, and beat some ass. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it pushing. It's simple and plain. Fender Bender, what's good with it, bro? Imagine with Floyd Money Mayweather with a charge for 500 million. Yeah, CJ, what's good? Who you think will last that long nowadays? Nobody. Them dudes be throwing up, sick as hell, bro. I'm 3 to 5 minutes. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, no ranked fighters for the fight. People coming out, yeah, you can have that, man. That's your core argument every day. Knight Rider, man, what's good with it? I don't know what your thing is with Shakur, but you like Shakur ain't fighting Tank because that fight ain't an offer. Next. I don't think I overpaid based off what? How could a fighter be overpaid? I've never heard somebody say 3-division world champion, former unified guy is overpaid. I don't know how you can overpay. How? It's tough when you taking punishment. You know what I mean? It's not saying that he taking punishment, but you get it. It's tough when it's boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's tough when it's boxing. It's tough. So I can't really say that. I've never heard. Like, I don't know what would make him overpaid. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't make the connection. For me, I can't. I can't, because I had nothing to draw it from. Like, based off what? I don't know. It was a fight. Oh yeah. The guy that got paid the 800 or something like that. True. Yeah, he do. That legacy don't make you no money. Nah, I didn't say legacy don't make you no money. I said you can't eat legacy. You can't eat legacy. You can't eat legacy. You know what I mean? You can't. I ain't say don't make you no money. Accolades don't either. He gets paid about 3 times more he's ever generated. Just from a business standpoint. I mean, you will have to know what he generating to say if he getting paid so much more. And you will have to ask yourself, why is he getting that? Because he got a good team behind him. I don't know. It's tough to say somebody is overpaid. You get what I'm saying? What we basing it off? You know what I mean? You got to know what he generate to say if it. You get what I'm saying? Got to make sense. And why would somebody, based on what you saying basically people are doing bad business. To say that he's overpaid would be how? Based on what? Are they losing money on him? You never heard that. You never heard people say they lose money on him, right? You heard Bob Arum say that about Crawford. You never heard him say he lose money on Shakur fights. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know how Yoshino. Why? Because of the opponent. The accolades is the reason he's able to get paid. Part of the reason when them dudes get medals and shit like that, they come into the game making different amount of money than the average guy that don't make it to the Olympics. So it's not. I can't agree with that he's overpaid. Like, nah. You got Ryan Garcia out here talking about making $30 million in a night. Get what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me a guy that made $3 million in a fight is overpaid based on what? The accolades is the reason he's able to get paid. You get what I'm saying? The accolades is going to help him. You get what I'm saying? His team is going to help him, and they're going to use that to get him paid. You get what I'm saying? That's what I think. So I think it's tough for me to say he get overpaid. Like I can't call that, especially when you got it. Like I said, you got a Ryan Garcia running around talking about $30 million on one fight, telling me he like, come on, man. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get what you negotiate, man. All the fight that, you know, you hear fighters say it all the time. You get what you negotiate. You know, I think that's what it is, but I don't know. Yeah, don't write no checks after fighters hang up their gloves. Yeah, don't. You gotta go get that money. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when you got a guy fighting 76 rounds over 5 hours and get $600, go get your bread, dog. Go get your bread, man. Go get your bread, man. Will feed you cornbread and say you overpaid if you let them. Yeah, America's still America. I think it's tough to put a price tag on permanent damage to the body. I think it's tough. That's why I don't feel like it's tough for me to say what's overpaid, right? You got people that get paid hundreds of millions that hit a baseball and they ain't taking no punishment, right? Nobody, you get what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna cry that a boxer is overpaid because he got a good team and they know his worth and they've been able to negotiate said worth. And then I get to look at that and say, well, he get paid more than he generate. That would be great business for him. Like, I'm no way going to call one of the most successful fighters in boxing overpaid. That's for me. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you got a Ryan Garcia, who's by far one of the most unproven guys to date. And outside of the Tank fight, we have no crazy sales record or no history of him doing great numbers and generating all types of money. But you're going to tell me he deserved $30 million? But who am I to say he don't, right? So keep the same energy. I can't tell him he don't deserve 30. Just like I can't tell Shakur he don't deserve 3. Think about that. He's been paid more than the guys that's far more accomplished and far more proven. That's why I won't ever say he's overpaid. When you got examples like that, that's an example of overpaying. Not a guy getting paid his worth based on the things that he achieved in the sport of boxing, being a top proven fighter, you know what I'm saying? More so than a guy that is just going off of social media and maybe him running his mouth and asking for a fight. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's tough. It's great business for him. I'm mad they paid, but it does seem excess, just like a lot of fighters. I can't tell you I can't tell you, you know what I mean? But for me, you know what I'm saying? For me, that's why I say I don't believe in the sport of boxing like somebody like that is overpaid. Because my thing is, why the rest of these dudes ain't overpaid? You get what I'm saying? Why the rest? What is special about Shakur that he would be overpaid as opposed to these other people? You get what I'm saying? I don't really hear that about nobody, but he's overpaid. I can't make the connection. You know what I'm saying? I think if he was, I think you would hear people complaining about it, right? I think they'd be complaining. You know what I'm saying? He's the biggest and best fighter at 35. Yeah, we know that. Shout out to Hannibal. It is. When you look at Ron, did his last 2 fights make a ton of money? Or before his last? No. Duarte and Devin Haney? No, absolutely not. To pay his overpaid boosts as well. This is why they keep lowballing his opponents. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just tough for me to say. But I get it, man. It's just tough for me to say. If you think, listen, bro. If you think you can't, 2 things can be true. You can't eat accolades. You can't eat legacy. Should I say? You can't eat legacy. As I said, that's true. You can't eat legacy. But at the same time, that's what he's accomplished. His accolades would be his negotiating power. The things he accomplished, what's wrong about it? The 2 things can be true. It's not really a contradiction. They both can be true. It's that simple. They can't eat legacy. You know what I'm saying? Can't eat legacy. So guys go for that money, right? You go for that money. Sometimes the money come in strange forms. You might not have to, it might not be the toughest test, but it might come with a lot of money. For example, who was it? I think it was Billy. Was it Billy Dibb and Amir Khan? Or shit, Mikey Garcia, Sandro Martin. It's a couple of those situations where guys went and hit the jackpot one good time. It's tough. It's tough for me to say. Like, I can't argue it for you. If you feel like people are overpaid that take punishment for a living, that's cool. But you have to base it off something, not just like it has to be based off something, not just something you think, right? Like the numbers justify that? Because I don't have all the numbers in front of me. Rick Thames was good with it, bro. So I don't know. It's tough. Because again, right? Why I'm not gonna say it is because a guy like Bob Arum, who's on record for complaining about Terence Crawford, right? Guy that he's promoted for years, said he lost money on his fights. He could build a mansion in Beverly Hills. Why he ain't never say that about Shakur? All the shit he tried to do on the way out to devalue him, why he ain't never came out and said, yo, I lose money on this dude. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know how we can justify saying somebody's overpaid if they're not losing money. The promoter himself ain't complaining. He's paying them, right? So it got to be something. Got to be something. Got to be a reason that he's willing to shell out this kind of money. It ain't just because he him, right? Got to be based off something. And again, like I said, I got to go look up the exact numbers. I think when you medal, you come in making a set amount of money as opposed to these other guys with different roads travel. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. My thing is, why didn't Bob Arum say he was overpaid? He let you know what his gripes was about Terence Crawford. Why he ain't saying it? Think about it. I've never heard nobody say that until you said it today. I've never heard nobody. A lot of things I heard people criticize for, but I've never heard people say you're overpaid. That's crazy. Your worth is whatever you can get. So if you negotiate more than he generates, that's good for him. If the promoter loses, that means the promoter was in bad. Yeah, he has to do better next time, right? But you get what I'm saying? You got 22 fights with somebody. You think you'll have some type of history of losing money to justify you being overpaid, right? Just because you get paid well don't mean you overpaid. And it's tough because, like I said, it's combat sports. It's combat sports. Combat sports. I mean, shit, do they really care? It's going to be in Riyadh season, right, Akello? They been losing money, right? So let them lose it. You know what I'm saying? It won't be on Shakur. That'll be on them. He didn't ask for the fight to be on pay-per-view. He just signed up for it, right? You know what I mean? So our last Rolly fight was worth $8 million. What? I wasn't even aware of that. I don't even pay attention to what the last Rolly fight was. What made? He wasn't willing to pay more though. What more? What's more? Don't mess with Texas. Was good with it. What is good with it, my guy? Marquis was good, famo. There's two parts of that equation. Yeah, man. That's always been my stance with combat sports. It's tough, man, because that punishment that they sustain is real. So, you know what I mean? That's why I like the fact that they can get what they negotiate. And shit, if he is overpaid, good. But I can't phrase it that way because I don't have anything to base it off, right? I mean, I don't know. They wouldn't offer Shakur $3 million a fight contract if they thought he was losing money. All I'm saying, that's all. And then again, so you telling me they're going to continue to overpay this guy for what exactly? And we talking about top-ranking Bob Arum. They're going to overpay him for what? Because they like his smile and his dimples? Like, come on. You got people complaining about his style, all this stuff going on. They still offered him a contract extension and was going to pay him the same type of money. So again, I'm trying to understand, why would they continue to overpay somebody? It don't make a lot of sense to me. That's bad business, right? That would be bad business. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, but it's always a discussion, a conversation. Shout out to my bro Tay D. There's no right or wrong answer. He ain't wrong, you know. He ain't wrong. Luke Colazo was good with it, bro. With someone losing money, why Bob is willing to give Shakur $5 million for 5 fights? Yeah, why would he be willing to continue to pay him? You know what I'm saying? Why would he be willing to pay him if it was a bad deal? I couldn't imagine somebody doing bad business years and he's like just continuing to do it, like, you know what I mean, where it's no benefit to him, right? So you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's just a discussion, man. But again, if this is the right numbers, man, that's good for him. Bravo, kudos to him and his team. Go get that bread, go get that bag, and go get that scalp, go get that win. Most importantly, beat him up, Go get the bigger fight for yourself. Keep it pushing. You did. You know what I mean? Keep it pushing. Get them 2 fights out the way. See what what else boxing got for you, man. See what else boxing got for you, man. You know? Oh, boy, man. My bad, y'all. One quick second. Damn it. Oh, yeah, man. After seeing a guy box 76 rounds for $600 is criminal. Like I said, I ain't mad at nobody. Go get your bread, man. You got to do what you got to do. BBG, what it do, man? Tank versus Shakur, the Barkley would do numbers. I think so. Tank. I think with Tank, the better the dance partner, the more known the opponent, like the more anticipated the opponent, the better he'll do. Right? I think Ryan did good for obvious numbers. It was just that anticipation, right? All the years of him talking shit. And then it was a lot of people that thought he could beat him. There was a lot of people that thought because of the speed and power he would catch Tank. It was a perfect storm for them, and they needed each other. And that's the best. Think about it. It's weird attractions, right? They needed each other in a sense because that's the best they've ever done is with each other. Same thing like Earl and Bud, which is why a rematch would be crazy if it could ever happen. Same thing with Tank and Ryan. Somewhere down the line, a rematch could happen. I think the numbers will go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? There should definitely be a minimum for all fighters in combat sports in general, just like any other job. I get it. I get it, bro. But it's just tough because it's not, you know, combat sports is not any other job, though. That's the thing, TD. You get what I'm saying? Name the average job where you go get punched in your face and in the stomach, get broken noses and all that just to go to work. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I get you completely, but I just give you something else to think about. It's not the average job. So you ain't going to make average money, right? You get what I'm saying? To a degree, especially if you worth some good. You get what I'm saying? You're going to go out there and try to get paid. You get me? You're going to try to get that bread. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not at combat sports. It's just, I think, you know, the most physically demanding, and why I say that, because you can't play it. So can't, you know what I mean? As high as a high ass minimum. I get you. But that's why I say it ain't no cap on it, because it's there's no price for a life, right? When it's all said and done, like in the worst case scenario in the boxing ring, you could end up losing your life, right? So I feel like, you know what I mean? You get paid. Fighters be getting 20, 50K and gotta bust it down 5 ways. Shit, I mean, I guess that's part of it. Should be at least. Oh, you trying to say in benefit of the fighters, you think a minimum, regard like a high minimum, so when they do have to bust it down, they left with more money. I got you, TD. I got you, bro. Got you. I was missing that. I wasn't getting it. I got you. That makes sense. That's in favor of the fighters. I got you. I still was stuck on the minimum thing, like, you know, because I'm thinking minimizing their earning potential, but you saying minimum no matter what. So when they do got to break it down multiple ways, they got other people. You know what I mean? They got more left for themselves. Now, that makes sense. I'm with you. Think of the NFL and NBA took a 25% of each player and pay these men and women behind the gloves. I think that's fair. Yeah, man. The fact of the matter is, you know, it's just so much money in sports. It's so much money for people to get paid. I mean, you've seen it. So it blows my mind how they'll pay somebody that much to throw a football or hit a baseball, right? How much? Hundreds of millions of dollars to dribble a basketball, shoot a basketball, right? It's crazy when you think about it. Sports generate a lot of money. And for me, I'm just on the side. I like to know I'm not in no fighter's pockets. Like, I don't even like to spend too much time talking about this 5 million thing. But the only reason I bring it up is to highlight that I think that's a good opportunity for him if he can secure a bag, stay active, get a meaningful fight. You know what I'm saying? I try to highlight the good. You get what I'm saying? I think he was in better shape after his last fight than what people make it seem. You get what I'm saying? People, you know, guys obviously still have an interest in wanting to deal with him, want to work with him, get him paid. And that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Let's see it, man. Let's see it. Fully guaranteed, like other sports, like baseball, hockey, or football. Yeah, I get you. I get you, Tony. I get you. These sports generate way more money than boxing. Yeah, they do. They do, though. You know, that's a good point. Good point. Touche, my guy. Touche, my guy. Salute the fender bender, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, man. We're gonna rock out for another 5 minutes, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Oh, we're gonna spin that to play this video. Caleb Plant. Shout out to my guy Caleb Plant on the low. He became one of my favorite fighters to watch, bro. I like Caleb Plant. I like the authenticity that he bring every time he on the camera, whenever he in the ring. I ain't never seen him in a fight that he didn't try to win. Ain't nothing soft about Caleb Plant. I like him. He'll slap the shit out you in real life if he got to. I like Caleb, bro. I like him. And shout out to Fight Hype, man. Shout out to Fight Hype. I wonder if England pays more for the low man in boxing, or it was kind of started. I wonder if Milton Bradley said that they give him an out. I don't think he need an out, BBG. Look, I'm gonna say this again for anybody that didn't catch it. You could do what you will with this information. Don't mess with Texas. It was good, my God, man. He don't need an out, right? The fact of the matter is, bro, this is what I'm getting, and it's been very consistent with what's going on right now. Tank Davis, to my understanding, has not changed focus from Lomachenko to Shakur. That's number one right there. Number one. In fact, I hear they might still be looking to revisit this fight and have it in the first quarter of next year. And all this stuff is subject to change, right? Because it's boxing, you know, just like the Brian Norman and Boots thing popped up out of nowhere, right? It's very similar, those two situations, very similar. Like Brian Norman was slated to get back in the ring, I think, for a November date, right? And then this Boots Ennis thing come out of nowhere. So it's like you could kind of put that on halt if you can get this. Here's a news flash for y'all. Brian Norman and Boots is more of a thing than Tank and Shakur. Brian Norman and Boots are doing exactly what people assume and speculate Tank and Shakur teams was doing. They just think Shakur just said, you know what? There ain't enough money. I'm walking away. I literally heard people saying this, and I keep saying the same thing. I don't know where they're getting this stuff from. So again, still looking to revisit that first quarter, right? Keep this in mind. First quarter for the Loma fight. You know what I mean? I'm hearing they still trying to possibly say that November date too, but who knows? If he end up fighting next year, don't say I didn't say it. The early part. Don't say I didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? We think that he turned attention to Shakur, and Shakur said, I'm going to Eddie. I'm running. This didn't happen. You know, I got word directly, like I said, got to hear it directly from the source that it was absolutely no offer made. So the way of thinking is, until that happens, I'm over here doing what I need to do to stay busy. Can't focus on the next man. You can't make your moves based on the next man. That's not real. People are being emotional ass fans when they say that. You think another fighter is supposed to base his moves off what another guy is doing? All he needs to do is say, hey, if that opportunity is there, yes or no. Oh, it's not right now. And not because Tank is ducking or dragging his feet. They still trying to work out shit over there with another fighter. So we didn't even get to this dude yet. I don't even understand how they did this shit. I really don't. So you got this hearing this directly from the source saying that where are these people getting this? There's no offer. And in the meantime, he's staying busy and he going over there. He got 2 fights. If he fights Loma at the first quarter, February looking like the first quarter of next year for the Zepeda fight, that leaves both of them dudes still available. I ran through this before. I don't know why people, they just want to create a narrative. I'm telling y'all now, and I'm going to just make this clear. If I ever get word that any fighter is turning down contracts, offers, and turning down smoke, I don't give a damn what fighter it is. This is exact. If that is what the truth is, this is what I'm going to tell the audience. I haven't got any word of nothing even close to no offer. And you haven't heard it from the team. Notice Lomachenko and Tank was public, right? That the negotiation stalled and he said, not right now. Why is there so much secrecy surrounding this record to the point where people got to make up their own facts? It would be public as well. Hey, man, we had to go in this direction. Shakur said no. That never happened, but people will create this narrative. Levon Downgate, that was good with it, bro. Slogan 1 was good with it, fam. So I hope I was able, Haleen was good with it, fam. You already know how that go. So I just hope I cleared that up for as much as I could with the information that I was privy to with somebody that's directly involved with the fighter. And that ain't got no reason to put out misinformation. Like that conversation wasn't even supposed to make it to my live stream, but just on the strength because people keep beating a dead horse. And I got ways to get closer to the source or reach out and get the right answers. People don't like it. But I'm telling y'all, they never got that far. That's what I'm hearing. There was no offer for him to duck this deal. Like I said, if he's done and he fights this guy in February and Tank end up fighting whoever he fights for the first part of next year, that leaves them right in line to fight each other. Instead of people seeing it for what it is, they want to point duck with no evidence, nowhere you could point. You can't find it nowhere online. The coach is not even saying it. Nobody says dead because that's not the fight for them. It's not. It's newsflash. And like I said, hate to break it to you, but Brian Norman and Boots got a better chance at fighting than Tank and Shakur do. Way better chance. You get what I'm saying? They actually did negotiate. They actually going back and forth. Notice you got people that have come out and speak on their behalves, right? But with this team, everything is a secret. Yeah, we just gotta speculate. Yeah. So I hear people saying he tweeting different, his energy, he walked different, he answering questions different. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? What the he don't move based on what that man is doing. All he needs to know is there an opportunity or offer on the table for me to fight said guy? Because he's the A side and people need to start acting like it. You remember Mr. Ellaby that people like to love and quote what he said? Well, he said you don't send him nothing. He'll send it to you. He'll pick you and X, Y, and Z. That's exactly what's going on. Oh, okay. The opportunity might look like it's there, but it's a mirage. I hate to tell it to you because the focus was never them fighting each other next. The internet really created that shit. I've never seen nothing like it. So what do? I speak to somebody that speak to direct source. You get on the phone and you hear this shit that is not like, I don't even know what people talking about. So again, a 2-fight deal leaves him plenty of time to make any other fight. I'm not pegging nobody a duck without an offer being made. I think that's irresponsible. Unless somebody could point to where something been turned down, I'm not pushing no duck narrative ever. You know what I'm saying? Ever. I'm not doing that to the best fighters in the world. And that's the same shit for Tank. He don't supposed to send this man a contract because people from home saying it. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what these dudes' plans is. He got a whole damn team. Dudes making decisions. You think Tank losing any sleep about who he fighting next? I could guarantee you he not. We losing our minds about it to the point where you about to frame a quality fighter as a duck and he ain't even got there. That's sad news. That's nasty work. You can't get it from the source. None of that. Oh, nah, this guy, he's a capper because, yeah, he tweeted this once and he said Tank. Remember he said Tank was ducking him in that video. He's always capping. Remember he sent Devin the bottles? Yeah, you can't trust him. He's lying. Yeah, I can tell. Look how he moving. Yeah, he got sent. No, it's that simple. Let them men work that shit out. It's going to be a great fight when it happens. I think they're two of the absolute best fighters that boxing got to offer. I don't care who people think going to win. I just know when it happens, I'm going to be happy. We going to win. We going to talk some shit together. We going to have some fun. I support both of them, so it's a weird thing just watching it, right? You know what I mean? It's going to be weird, but it's going to be fun. Dre Smith, what it do, my guy? And again, let me elaborate a little bit on that. I think people are putting words in Shakur's mouth. So again, the first thing they'll say is Tank ain't going to work with Eddie. Right? Right, not Ryder? They'll say this, right? He don't like Eddie. Everybody know that, right? He said Eddie is Snake, X, Y, and Z, right? Cool. So why would Eddie Hearn, somebody that people say from their seat that he don't want to do business with, why would he facilitate that fight? If everybody is in the know that they ain't on the same page. These two fights have absolutely nothing to do with Tank and people can't stomach it. That's the problem. They feel like he should be involved in every decision Shakur make. Nah, don't work like that, bro. Don't work like he's not about to sit on stupid. He went and made a deal. If that was the offer, he took advantage of it. And it leaves a lot of time to still make the fight. So again, why would he go ask a guy that said out of his own mouth that I won't be the one to facilitate that fight? I have no problem playing it back. It probably won't even be me being hands-on when that fight is made. But we're making it seem like, yeah, don't talk about Tank. Yeah, because that's a narrative, bro. Why would you as a fighter take the biggest fight in boxing off the table for yourself? You get what I'm saying? That don't make logical sense. But it does make sense if you feel like we know the landscape. We know two people don't really rock We know what it is. We like, yo, he's not gonna be. He's saying it himself. I'm not gonna be the guy to make that fight. So why is it a bad thing? He not 2 fights. He might not be the guy. And who says he'll be with Eddie Hearn if that fight's happen with him with Tank? You get what I'm saying? Dre Smith, what it do, my guy? You know what I mean? You get me. Norman Zepeda walked away. You get what I'm saying? But we didn't hear the Tanks record Norman and Boots bowed out. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? But they overly critical of them, more critical than Loma and Zepeda, who we know both, to my knowledge, didn't either say no for sure, but they said not right now. Get what I'm saying? That's why I said we got to pump our brakes, bro. Just pump the brakes. That's a great fight for them to make. They still trying to make it. A-Beezy was good with it, bro. And it'd be a good fight for him. It'd be a unification. So I think it's something that could do his career a lot of good if he takes that fight. You know what I mean? I think he needs it. For fighters, yeah, you gotta, you know what I mean? You're gonna talk a little bit of shit. So I get it, some of the things these fighters say, but I don't hang on to everything these fighters say and do. Right? I focus on what they do more than what they say, should I say, right? So when they, you know, having fun and doing some shit for social media, I could separate the two. You know what I'm saying? You focus on how they move, it'll tell you everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So again, as long as nobody is turning down opportunities, I can't call nobody something that they're not. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like to lose. Nah, he didn't like to lose. That shit just made him better. You know what I'm saying? That shit just made him better. Today, totally one-sided from promotion right on down. Loma walked for a reason. Nah, Loma ain't say no. Loma said he's still gonna fight him. Loma said it was, and he said it wasn't about money with Loma. Loma said it wasn't about money. And for me, I've never heard a Tank Davis opponent get complaining about what they got paid. You know what I mean? Yeah, my boy don't like to lose. I'm gonna find a clip for you, Kello. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find an Olympic joint for you. Everybody ain't gonna agree to all that Ryan did. Yeah, I mean, but you know, everybody ain't gonna be in the situation Ryan is in either. The difference is Ryan, it's everything ain't what it seemed with him. He got the social media following, but that don't necessarily translate to him being a big ticket seller outside of the Tank fight. On top of that, he's fairly unproven. So you get what I'm saying? A lot of these other guys that would be campaigning for a Tank fight are far more proven than he is, to say the least. So I don't know. It is what it is, but I've never heard anybody complaining about the money. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? 10 million, 6 months, 2 fights. Hey, bro, you get what I'm saying? Hey, Luke Colazzo, buddy just said he made $600 in a fight that lasted 5 hours and 5 minutes and 76 rounds. Tommy Ryan and Danny Needham. You can look it up. It's a fight way back in the day. I'm never telling guys not to get their money. Yeah, Kello, I'm going to get that joint. I'm going to get that. It was always about money. Loma is handlers and investors. No, Jerry, you're casual. That's been Loma's kind of staple since he's been in boxing. Now, look, let me be very clear when I say it's not about the money. It's always going to be about money because they prize fighters at the end of the day, right? But if it was a low ball offer, Jerry, smart guy, then he could have came out and just said, hey, man, I'm not feeling the money. He said he's not motivated. He clearly said it's not about the money. I got to be motivated for a situation like this. They said he wasn't in a mood. So miss me with all this. Don't be a casual. Don't get blocked. Don't be weird. Get what I'm saying? At the end of the stream. Don't come in here being weird. Fool ass Earthman. Don't come in here being a fool, bro. Jarrell was good with it. Don't tell me. He's been very consistent about that. He ain't just chase money alone. Get what I'm saying? It ain't like this dude known for making the biggest bags boxing has to offer. This Lomachenko, he's always been steadfast on that guy, being about principles, morals, different shit like that. When they said that, he was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. Don't be mad because you don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe it. Everybody want money, but at the end of the day, that shit ain't moving him. If he ain't motivated to fight the man, he ain't gonna fight him. Simple and plain. And he said he had those same sentiments after he lost to Devin Haney. He was thinking about not fighting again. So miss me with all that you talking about. You ain't talking about nothing. Want to see what Devin has to say. Hopefully he doesn't make himself look worse. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. We're going to react to it. If it's an interview, we're going to do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. Man, yo, look, again, man, you know what I hate about boxing fans? Y'all draw up these wild ass conspiracies and y'all got these weird ass jaded perspectives, but you have absolutely nothing to base it off. You have nothing to base it off. That's what's wrong with boxing. Somebody can tell you what it is. Nah, it's not that. It's this, because I said so. Yeah, he negotiated, then he walked out. You don't know how long he negotiated. Where are you getting 3 weeks from? You don't know how long they negotiated. How do you know? How the hell do you know how long they negotiated? If it was about money, why he couldn't say it? When have you ever heard a Tank Davis opponent complain about money? Go. He fought 30 times. Name me an opponent that walked up out of the situation like, man, they was lowballing. Show me one. Show me one. Name me an opponent. He fought 30 times. If you can't name one, you just talking, bro. You just talking. I hate that, man. That's what's wrong with boxing. These weird ass speculations, right? Y'all imaginations just run wild. You can't make your wild ass fantasy imagination be the truth. How do you know? Nobody knows how long they was negotiating. How do you get to come and say, oh, it had to be about money? Shut up, man. You ain't never seen a Tank Davis opponent complain about no money. But Loma all of a sudden is complaining about money when he get the Tank. That shit don't make no sense. Shut up, man. I hate ignorance. Just be quiet. Have your opinion, but don't force it on me. Don't call me no casual because I don't believe your jaded ass view. I don't believe that. You sound silly, bro. Dudes is not complaining about their money, plain and simple. I don't want to hear it. Nothing else you say matter, bro. Can you name your opponent to back up your claim that it's about money? How do you know that? Everybody else come out of the situation good, but all of a sudden Loma is gonna get mistreated. Fool ass Earthman, yeah. Fool ass Earthman, yeah. Know what I mean? Fool ass Earthman. Sit in the back for a second, the back of the class for a second, bro. You're not motivated, drop the belt. I get that, man. That's where I was at with it. I didn't like the not motivated, not in the mood comment. I thought it was bad timing, but at the end of the day, I put Omega Red was good with it, bro. I put some validity into what Loma is saying because after the fight with Devin Haney, he felt that way. He was talking about not fighting no more. He said it to everybody. And it's funny how conveniently people made Loma saying no. Oh, he's just scared of Tank. He just scared. The man got 400 amateur fights. He ain't scared to fight no damn body. Dude's been fighting all their damn life. He said it after that Devin Haney loss. He wasn't motivated. He was thinking about hanging it up. He clearly said he took the Kambosos fight for his dad. He clearly said all of this beforehand. You get what I'm saying? Then he just scared of Tank. Yeah, it go from he's scared of Tank to now he being lowball. I don't want to hear that. That's garbage. It's bad. All these narratives in boxing, them shits die the minute you click Jusdueboxing. I ain't never pushed the narrative the 2 years I've been here, and I ain't never doing it. You're going to love it or hate it over here, but I ain't pushing narratives for nobody. That shit be weird, man. It's about money. Why they can't just say that then? Man, that man said exactly what he said. He ain't motivated. I don't necessarily want to hear it, but I tell you what, I'd rather him take a little while to think about it, whether he's still negotiating to get more money, whatever it is. Whatever it is, I'd rather him take his time than get in there and not be motivated and get sent to the shadow round. You get what I'm saying? Because for a fight like Tank Davis, you better be 100% motivated for it. You better be 100% on board for it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm tired of these narratives. That shit dead over here. That's bad for boxing. Y'all ruining the enjoyment with all these weird ass narratives. Just let shit be. Y'all literally legit, you foolish people created an offer that never existed. I ain't never seen nothing like this. That's wicked behavior, bro. I'm telling you, wicked behavior. Y'all keep smashing that like button, man. We wrapping up, man. I just had to. He had to get that. He had to get that. He coming here all the time with your distraction. You never add nothing to the chat. Just want to argue. I got something for you. Make a little bit of time for your ass today. Narratives don't live over here. I hate them. So whatever the truth is, y'all, for the people that's in here, you're going to get that from me. Whatever the truth is, that's what I'm bringing to y'all. I'm never here to lie to y'all for no damn fighter. To be cool with a fighter, I'm going to come to my chat and just lie to y'all. Hell no. That's why I'm glad I got the information that I got to bring it to y'all. And again, when I told y'all he was fighting Zepeda next, that was true until he sidestepped, which left room for Cordina. All my information has been on point, but like I tell y'all, it's subject to change in boxing because people change their mind. Shit happened behind the scenes that we don't know about. So that's what it was. Yes, Zepeda was number one, the focus, the guy that they were going in camp for. Till he pulled the switcheroo, and that created room for Joe Cordina with him being at a later date. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, bro. I ain't never lied to y'all. I'm gonna always bring y'all the truth and the real information. Shout out to my bro Remo, man. Yeah, I think that's them ordering Fundora and Crawford is they're just gonna end up stripping Fundora if he fights Spence. That's all. Yeah, they don't like boxing. They like to argue. I'll be like, damn, how do y'all come here to try to argue? It's a ton of people that just want to do that. I don't want to do it because I don't want a headache trying to argue with somebody. You know what I mean? I don't want no damn headache. Mike Kirkland, my brother. What's good with it, Mike? How you feel? Can't stand the window people that don't hit the like. Yeah, you gotta hit that like button, man. Yeah, we got to hit the like button, man. I done got hot talking to him. I gotta turn my AC on, y'all. Got to turn the AC on. But yeah, man. Just to make this before we get up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Melanie Queen, always holding the chat down. Everybody that's rocking with your boy. I'm only bringing y'all what I know to be true. If any of my information is ever wrong, I will double back and I will jump all over it. I will retract it. Any of that. I mean, I will never come here to lie to the people. You know what I'm saying? This is why I reach out to the people that I reach out to. This is why I talk to the people I talk to, because you got some that's going to give you the right information, bro. Everything is not about lying and deceiving the public, bro. So I just want the real information. I think I got some real information, and we're going to see where it go from here. I hope Shakur is getting $5 million guaranteed. Get your money. International core loading. No one-man career moves based off what the next man is doing. Nobody's. On no side. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep being great. Tank Davis, keep doing what you're doing. Keep not being part of the circus. I love the fact that he quiet, that less is more approach with Tank. You know what I mean? Sometimes you wish he'd speak more to, shoot down certain shit. But in this situation, the reason that his team ain't speaking on shit because it's not valid. I know they probably sitting back watching this shit too. Some people just creating the narratives and they just rolling, man. Shout out to the Queen being a member for 2 months. Oh, shout out to my bro Cal. Now that Dan Jerry coming in here talking that silliness, man. Talking about Loma ain't fighting because of money. They gonna lowball him just like they do all the other time. All these in-house, y'all got all these convenient excuses. So where's the lowball offer? So you telling me when it's an in-house fight, they don't lowball them. They try to make a fight with somebody else. It's a lowball, man. Whatever. These dudes be walking away with their highest paydays fighting Tank, man. And that's the reality. Nobody walks away. Rolly was talking different. Rolly popping up with big ass Rolly. Rolly went and got a chain of Rolly. Shut up. Tank getting people paid. Rolly went and got an iced out Rolly. And I don't mean to watch. She went and got an iced out Rolly. You get him? Man, miss me with that, man. LaMarcus, my guy, man. My guy. Have you heard anything about Gary Russell Jr. fighting? He said he coming back, but ain't no date on it. And I heard him talking about coming back at 35. Helene. But I want to interview Gary. I don't care how long it be. I want to interview him. Shout out to my guy, Cecil. People that man, that weird ass shit. Y'all really be going above and beyond to prove that fighters are scared to do some shit that they signed up for when they was 6, 7 years old. Yeah, now I don't believe dudes are sitting around wanting to lose. But the way y'all make it seem like guys are doing anything and everything not to make money when that's the whole reason they in the sport, that prize fighter, so I'm going to maneuver around a fight that can make me the most money because I'm scared. Where's the logic in that? Anything you've been doing, name something in life that you've been doing since you was a kid that you scared to do right now. Where's the logic in that? You've been doing this shit since you was a kid. You 6, 7 years old doing this shit. All of a sudden, you're going to turn in your 20s and you scared now. I'm scared to do this. If anything, you become more comfortable in your craft, right? What about the 10,000 hours and all that type of stuff? Studying your craft and becoming the best at it. Get what I'm saying? That shit ain't logical, man. Dudes ain't boxing to be scared. Now, I don't think dudes want to lose, and I think people got plans, yeah. And I think people take strategic and calculated risks for sure, but I don't think nobody running around being scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe that. That went when the Tyson era went. The last time I seen fighters being terrified is when they used to have to stand in front of Mike. I ain't seen it like that since. I ain't seen nobody have that type of effect on fighters since then. And not even Wilder, in respect to him. I ain't never seen that type of fear on a fighter's face before a fight the way Tyson did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I woke up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym, run 5 miles. You get what I'm saying? We be dissing these dudes. Over here, we build up boxing, narrative free. with the correct information. On that, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that continues to support your boy. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button and enjoy the rest of this good Wednesday. We're going to be back tomorrow on Thursday. You know what I mean? Thirsty Thursday to build on this good sport of boxing, man. Y'all already know how we always do. Don't mess with Texas, my guy, man. The rest of the family, much love to everybody. Melanie Queen, everybody in the super chat. Salute to the family. Appreciate the support. And y'all be smooth. Y'all keep enjoying this good boxing, man. It's a lot more for us to enjoy, man. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all be smooth how y'all be smooth. And I'll be with y'all tomorrow, man. Much love to the fam. And we up out of here. Peace.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.